Hey, folks, Quillyteen here, and welcome to our Wednesday live stream. We're back playing some EU5, and I would really like to chooch through a bunch of the game today. So jealous of all these people who have gotten to the super late game and finished their runs, and I really want to know and experience all that. We are on the cusp of the Age of Reformation, so that's good news. We are also eligible for the founding of another institution once that happens, the global trade. Global trade could actually spawn in Strasbourg, which would be great. Artillery and confessionalism, I don't believe can. Actually, I don't know if we checked this. Oh, I think we'd have to be spiritualist, which we are not over there. But global trade could spawn over here. How is everybody doing? How close are we to getting a coastal province? Well, we're going to see what can happen with that this episode. Our aggressive expansion, or rather antagonism, has mostly gone away. I kind of suspect that possibly the next time we get a parliament, we're going to fabricate a CB. That's kind of where I am thinking. Coastal, what's the coast? And then who knows what'll happen. I mean, it could open up some trade possibilities, or it'll just be a nice vacation spot. We will see. Excuse me. Artillery rounds, offensive values. Yeah, we're fairly on the defense side, I think. Okay, not that deeply. We could try to push over to offense, which might be a good idea. Our forts are less good, but that might be fine. And honestly, the siege ability, the movement speed is pretty great. Reduce CB, or antagonism from declaring war without a CB. Well, we don't tend to do that because in the HRI, we actually can't start a defensive war without it. But yeah, I actually think I would quite like more offensive. On the other hand, defensive, the combat speed is actually really nice because that affects the speed. I think that people will go from the reinforcement pile to the front line. I'm pretty sure. Where's the bad boy map? It's called antagonism glitch. So if you just look up for the antagonism map mode, there you go. So you've got that. So things are fairly chill. I think Cologne's a little salty. 21. So it's non-zero. We'd probably be going after them. Now, the one thing is we really wouldn't want to grab any more vassals at this point. Our ability to grab huge, vast tracts of land from just vassalizing things in war, I don't think is what we want to pursue. We have a lot of vassals, and we're trying to get them integrated or annexed before the 0.8 patch hits and makes that considerably more difficult. We're just a few years away from doing that sort of thing. The salty Cologne smell different. Yeah, I think we'll probably just go ahead and get jumped in here. Oh, immediately disloyal subject. We got to spend a little bit more on diplomatic spending. There we go, to make sure that doesn't get bothered. I am thinking about also recruiting some more troops because I would like to continue Smash Hard. Now, with the progression into Age 4 and beyond, so my understanding is, and we haven't really worked the meta too much. We've mostly built a kind of a balanced army over here. But my understanding with the meta is that in the first 3 ages, cavalry right now are insanely overpowered to the point where you could just run a 100% cavalry army and probably just dominate everything. Most likely that is going to change as some rebalancing happens. But then going forward, the cavalry doesn't really get strengthened. Wait, 1.08. 0.8 is live already? Is it? Or are you just talking about the open beta? Because people have been... Oh, patch live. But I'm not. Hang on. I'm at 0.7, so Steam didn't auto-update for me? I guess I'm happy then. Because I'm not explicitly locked to 0.7. Maybe, I bet you after I exit the game, Steam's going to be like, oh, there's an update waiting for you. All right, so all the more important for us to go and get some annexing done. Maybe to the point where, urbanization is good. Maybe to the point where we don't even slow the game down by having to micromanage war right now. Just so that we can get some of our annexations happening. So that'll be good. Integrity, Republican tradition's already maxed out. Ooh, losing Republican tradition does suck because that's an extra expense. Although the estate satisfaction, no, you know what? I think we'll go with this hit after all. Yeah, so we'll try to do that. We're focusing on 1 vassal integration right now. After that's done, I might start 2 at once. Because while it will slow down well, no, we really need to finish each one as quickly as possible. We'd get more overall efficiency doing more than 1, but it would slow down each individual one. I think we need to get our number of vassals down as quickly as possible. So mine's is annexing. Let me double check. Is it still, yeah, 1540 is still on schedule over there. On Press CB, someone insulted us, but they're a free city, so we can't really declare war. I do have tons of money. It's just coming in hand over fist. I think I will go and recruit some more troops. So if we look right now, we have 30 units of infantry. We've got a total of 14 cav, which I think is too low for the early eras, but I think it's not worth building more at this time. We've got 16 cannon. I mean, I might do something like this would be very EU4-ish, but do something like a 2-1-1 ratio with the infantry to the others. So if we've got 30 infantry, up to 15 cav maybe, and then 15 artillery, which we've got already, just for this era, and then I probably will really let the cavalry lower itself. But I think I am going to go and grab some more heavy cavalry right now. We're going to spend some money on that. So I don't want to pin that. I want to recruit to army. I want to go with lancers. And yeah, I'm just going to get another 5 for now. That'll bring us up to a nice 10 lancers, and then we'll figure out after that. And I would like, you know, rather than picking individual provinces, which I can't even sort based on population over here. Oh, I need to be on additional mode over here, which is what I want for the free starting XP. Although we might not war in time. That's 10. I don't know. It's some number. It's going to be fine. All right. Get that started. Consume a little bit of manpower. Not that we were at the cap yet, but let's consume that. Bring it in over there. And then I think going forward, it is going to be some more cannons. I think in Age 4, the cannons get a tremendous boost. The infantry, I think, gets a lot stronger in Age 4 as well, whereas the cavalry really doesn't scale up the same way. But yeah, we're on the cusp over there. 1 disloyal subject is fine. Oh my god, someone finally wants Samarius. I actually checked this before the stream started, and still no one wanted to marry Leopold. But now, someone from the Bank of the Fugers does. Leopold's 35, so let's get the 32-year-old over here, marry that. I wonder if that might help with their disloyalty. They're not super disloyal, they're not really a problem, so we're going to do that. I've heard you cannot annex banks. Oh, that may be the truth. In which case, we might be very incentivized to just, like, release the bank and not occupy some things. We'll see. We got some angry and patriots. They're very angry with us. I'm not too worried. We're still working a lot of conversions. Oh my god, there we go, the Age of Reformation. I didn't actually check to see what year it was starting in, but our meter was very full. This is the dawning of the Age of Aquarius. No, that's a different thing. The dawning of the Age of the Reformation. From east to west, this is the age of religious conviction, debates, and mass movements. In Europe, the Protestant... Sorry, my brain in the background was like, ooh, make some joke about, like, fiber and things like that for mass movements. And then I tried to suppress it, but... There you go. Anyway, in Europe, the Protestant, hey, that's us, churches are entrenched while millenarianism takes hold of Iran and religious syncretism shapes Indian society. So we could do administrative focus, which we mostly have so far, and might still be on the vibe. Divine supremacy, I mean, as long as it's all about me, I'm in favor of that. Devoutness, religious tradition... Advanced bureaucracy, not regular bureaucracy, advanced bureaucracy. Tax efficiency is really powerful. Income from minting is, trade advantage, yeah. Tolerance of heathens, maybe cultural ties, equanimity. I don't know about military focus, although who knows, maybe it's time. Audit checks is 10% tax efficiency? That's a lot of tax efficiency. Efficiency of cabinet's really good. Grand banquets, more diplomats, it's fine. Reduced trade maintenance? Okay, I think we're going down the diplomatic route. Market attraction. Free trade. Okay, diplomatic focus it is. Done and done. What's the top one that says expanded infrastructure? Oh! Ooh, that is tiny. I can't seem to mouse over it, so we don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go to diplomatic focus this time around. And we finished with tech, trade range over owned land. That by itself isn't necessarily a big deal, but we are picking a few more. Now, we have entered this new age. I could start researching new age stuff right away, but I think I still want some of this stuff. Why do I get, like, cranky sounds every time I mouse over a technology? That can't be right. Let's take a quick peek at the Age of Reformation stuff. Now, most of these trees will be locked. Actually, doesn't it lock the diplomatic stuff immediately? Or do we really get none of these until we get an institution? I thought that because you picked diplomatic, there's a sub tree, but that is still locked over here. So we would still need the confessionalism to come up over here for now. Okay, so no new techs currently. Luddites being revolting. Epic art! Continuing our patronage of the arts has led to the production of the greatest... More sounds. The greatest works the world has ever seen, especially Swan or Sun by Gerben Wolf, brings much glory to our nation. Plus 10 prestige. All right. You really... Yeah, when... oh, new policies available. When to be codified. Administrative system... Okay, so these are all things where we already have laws. We could change them. Although if we do it here, it's going to be quite pricey. We could do it as part of a parliament, although I think I'm probably going to use them for a CB thing. So in administrative system, the new thing is what? Federal state? I don't really want decentralizing. Although maybe with 0.8, maybe I do. Satisfaction, no. I think we're still fine on that. What's the next one? Under estate law, rights of burghers, we could go increase trade regulations or reduce mercantile regulations. I mean, it might actually, at some point I might decide to cancel this curtail the burgers. First of all, because I might want to start getting burgers in our cabinet again. I'm no longer keen on this. We don't need to push towards centralization anymore. And while I did like the increased maximum tax, you know, there might be some value in going with one of these. We're going to consider that. The rights of the burghers at some point might get a little bit of change, but not right now. Grumpy, yeah, so the spawn, yes, so Grumpy says, is it worth checking the spawn requirements for the new institution in case we can get them in our territory? So yes, again, we have the requirements for global trade. Strasbourg is in there. Right? We were able to tell. We've been keeping an eye on this for like the last 100 years to make sure it's okay. Strasbourg is one of the locations, although not one of the highest percentage ones, but it is there. If we take a look at artillery, though, it is not because we don't have 20 on the offense side, and confessionalism, it should also not be because we don't have 20 on the spiritualist side. So yeah, you might have just missed the start of the stream there, Grumpy, when we did that. Oh, okay. Well, maybe we are going to war a little sooner than expected then. See, promote new member of the burghers, except we can't put them in the government yet. We know we can do the clergy. Actually, maybe I'll just run this right now. We get less of a starting boost. Could also just do... Maybe I'll just do market regulations. Because if I'm going to do a CB, which I think I'm going to do, we're going to need to start with a fair amount of push in our favor. And I really do think I'm going to go and take a crack at Cologne again. Let's just double check what the... easier. No, a little easier this way. Oh yeah. Yeah, we have no CB, but if we get one, we should be able to absolutely dominate a war against them. I'm going to move my troops up here now, and I'm going to make sure to push up our maintenance on our troops currently, just to get them going. A word's good for, make our name bigger. I mean, our name's not really going to get much bigger, annoyingly, just because of the little bits. We got some border gore going on, but at some point that'll be fixed. Maybe at some point a really weak leader of the HRU will be selected, and then we'll go after the free cities, or at some point we'll just be able to take on Bohemia directly. That is definitely a possibility. What policy do we change? Closed borders. I don't think we'll push that. We might just let this law fail to pass. But yeah, I'm going to go and ask for CB on Cologne. And, I can't see the river in this mode. Well, you know what? Let's ask for Cologne Bay. How's this a bay? Does bay mean something else in German? Or something like that? Because, like, that's a bay. This is someplace by a river. Yeah, I think I might just let this fail. Yet another elector bites the dust. Well, I don't know that we're going to be able to vassalize these guys, because I don't think we'd want to do that, and we're almost certainly not going to be able to completely consume them. So let's give our army a chance to get into position over here. It's a bay because there are mountains surrounding it. Oh, a bay relative to land elevation? Oh, there we go. Bohemia and France are doing their things where they swap that hegemony back and forth. They have a, it's a custody agreement that they go and alternate from time to time. But yes, I do own Weiler. We'll park ourselves next to Bonn. Let the morale kick in. And I think that's that. And there we go. The base where my Wallermans grow back to my home dare not go. Or if I do, my mother would say, no. I remember doing that for like an hour or more as a kid. Bloodlines has not been abandoned. There's not a specific plan yet to return to it. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do a live streaming binge week for it or switch it to a YouTube campaign. A decision's going to have to be made because I absolutely want to finish it. Is it as good as the original Bloodlines? Like, is it an RPG like that? No. Am I still very invested in the story? 100%. Because it, you know, I am the target audience. Balance army before starting. I suppose we could. Now, okay, here's a bit of a question. How many of you micromanage your army in terms of the formation? I have previously. The problem is, after you get in a couple of battles, you might want to do a little bit of a balance just to make sure everything is like non-stupid for a little bit, which of course breaks your plans. You can't sort of bookmark it. I think, you know, I think there's a lot of auto balancing. What I keep seeing online is, you know, maybe put all your cavalry on one flank so that they really go and push through. Although which would be nice if there was an easy way to do that in bulk. Like what we can do is we can find, right, this is a unit of cavalry over here. So what I could do is I could hold control and then click and move all the lancers to the right flank, for example. Boom. And then as long as there's still enough combat width, there's not quite enough, so we'd want to move something back to the left. So let's say I move all the infantry to the left. And then we've got some in reserves as well. This is more infantry, if there's any more cavalry. And there's no way to see this in the list, is there? It'd be like, okay, let's keep moving more cavalry over here. Although really not so much. We do actually want to keep a bunch of it in reserve. Because... And you can't click on here. I have to mouse over one of the active buttons and then be like, you know what? I put too much over here, or maybe I'm sure there's some room for optimization there, but yeah, it'd be nice to save templates, yeah, or have some other easier way to set this up. But yeah, the template for like the frontage would be like, okay, in the middle. So I've got, 10.25 combat width over here. I might be like, okay, I want like 5 cav and 6 artillery back here to have, lots of artillery, but enough infantry to soak it. And maybe the same thing on the left flank, and then on the right flank, just pure cav to try to do a quick punch through one flank. And then, of course, use the flanking bonus for pinching and whatever. Have a high initiative cavalry to start, just because they can start doing damage before the enemy has units to engage. Yeah, because that's, I think, how we get a lot of our stack wipes, is by having our cavalry jump in so fast and just obliterate things. But it's annoying. It's not a very fun interface to play with. I love this sort of thing, but it's not terribly interesting, which is unfortunate. So we're probably just going to keep going with auto balance and just try to have the full count of our army be something that's generally advantageous, and then kind of stop worrying at that point. Anyway, let's go and declare a war on Cologne. So there we go. We have our approved claims. We're going to call in absolutely everyone, and we don't have to promise anyone any land. The Netherlands and Münster over here are going to come in from the other flank, which is going to be great. Erfurt, Hainaut, Hesse, Wurzburg. Oh, actually, Wurzburg looks like they won't come in. Wow. All right. Let's go. Okay, treaty's honored. Do I want to raise my levies? I'm not even convinced I'm going to need them for this war. And part of me is like, let's leave them in their fields. At least for now. Maybe something will change. But at least for now, that seems like maybe the way to go. Well, I'm just going to go and immediately send you. We've got a city here, but I could go straight for the capital. And I think that's what's going to happen. We're going to go and just sit in their capital. and like come at me, bro. We could do. I do have enough. That's not what I want. Like I have to wait before I send someone else. I could send a spy over here to get some vision too, but you know what? It's not gonna matter. Lack of food. We do have a lot of people in here. That is true. I'm gonna detach, say, half the infantry. And I'm just gonna pull them back one step over here. Just to lower the amount of food weight in here. And then they want some food access, which is fine. I don't suppose I can be able to move directly, which is okay. We can move over here and reinforce should we need to. We've unlocked the Lazzaretto. Oh, this is the coastal hospital, right? Yeah. Which we don't have any coast yet, but maybe one day. Oh, that's true. I don't need to cap it over there. Part of it was like making sure the defense stays up. We are still a little low on food. Okay, I'm going to detach all the cavalry and pull them back over here. And then probably a bit of a rebalance. The number on this is very low because like the amount of people in an artillery unit is very low. So it looks like a very low number, but it should be okay. Actually, did we just lose? Fuck. I forgot it doesn't click the way I think it does. In EU4, unless I am wrong, and I'm never wrong, clicking on this to detach then selects it. Right? Because I'm sure in EU4 I was able to, when you click on like the category, I'm pretty sure it selects that unit. Here it removes it but doesn't select it. Although I think with a different hotkey it might. So actually, let me just send everyone back in. We're going to reorganize this. See, because I want you, yeah. Why is this? Why was that box? Oh, look at this. There is something. Oh, maybe it's that. The box select doesn't work if it leads to this little menu opening up. Or, oh, if I mouse over any of the elements down here, it doesn't box select the units. Okay, that is slightly annoying. I'm going to just put everyone back in and redo this. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to detach the artillery completely, the auxiliaries completely. Then I'm going to right-click, or no, not right-click, shift-click, and then this, and then I'm going to pull this back. There we go. So I've left in the full siege group over here. And let me merge you up and then do it that way. Too many relations is fine. Oh, no, we have a lot of disloyalty, so we're going to go, and we're probably going to run a deficit for a little while during the war, but that's going to have to be okay. Let's get rid of the, there we go, the disloyal vassal thing completely for now. And yeah, I'm just going to focus. I'm going to keep my units over here because I really want to make sure that our siege continues to be safe. And then once we've taken the capital, I mean, I still want to take a little bit more, I suppose, for the war goal. I guess I could move this one here and start the siege. No, where are you going? Stop. I distinctly clicked here, my friend. Wait. Is this all one location? What a bizarre location shape. Obviously, these guys aren't going to be very good at sieging this. But I guess it's better than sitting around in Bonn. Eiffel is starving. That's fine. Yeah, failed market regulations, that's fine. Yeah, there's really not a lot of food in here. They're not even being sieged out. Or maybe it's because the army, the food may have to be being sent to maintain the army here. Is potentially what's going on. I don't know if there's a easy way to tell that. You know, I'll build you a little wild game. I don't think wild game generates a lot of food. And this is the same province. There we go. Let's go ahead and upgrade your fruit. And yeah, deficit spending. That should be okay. Annoying to get a negative thing. Why don't you assault the castles? Even full early arquebusiers losses are pretty small. Are they? Could try more. That's the auto refill. Like, do you really feel that it accelerates very much? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've tried it and I was very unimpressed. And I don't want to do it now, not unless I was like, let me save and then try and then do it again. No, I'm not going to do that. We're warned. Clone over here. We're warning people that live along the river is basically it, on the way to the coast. That is what we do. Not war for vassals this time. We have way too many vassals. We cannot do that. We will just be warring for land more directly. Who's this over here? Berg. And you're probably going to be a target at some point there, Berg. Just letting you know. Okay, artillery has arrived. Global trade. Ah, we didn't get global trade. Miniature painting finished. Oh, cute. Miniature painting view of or time. All right, lovely. And yes, you can have food. Wait, Bohemia? All right. Munster's fine. Definitely one of our war allies. Come on. Yes, Siege of Cologne is successful. Excellent. I'm going to move in over here, and then the non-cannon army doesn't really have that much to do. I don't know, I guess head here. Ooh, I don't like that pathing. Oh, no, wait. It just looks weird. I know you would go through there. If we're not over a food limit, maybe we're not anymore, because we've sieged some stuff. What does Cologne produce? Oh, wheat. You know what? Just sit there. You're fine. Okay. Yeah, I can start spreading the institutions. It's not a bad idea, especially since the conversions are mostly done. I mean, we still need a fair amount of it. Well, we're doing all right. What I might want to do, before I push the institutions, like over here, we're very, very pushed, right? Let's move you to somewhere else that's got a lower percentage. So yeah, you're sorted by people. So there you go. The places that are below 50%. Let's start pushing that. It's like now near the bottom, right? Yeah. And then after that, we'll start on some institutions. Especially since we're probably about to pull in some non-Lutherans. We're probably pulling in more Catholics. You know what? Let's do a bunch of our own Eiffel here. There you go. How to protect Europe from Viking attack in the river countries? Become all river countries, annex Vikings later. That does sound pretty good to me. Eiffel still has a little bit of food issues. That's fine. And then we've got positive war score already, despite the fact that defender's ticking over here. There's the province control. I think once we take this, though, that might be okay. There might be a couple of little auto sieges from controlling the capitals. But otherwise, that should go. Done. Okay. There are no big stacks. Do I dare hit the carpet siege button? I don't know. First thing I'm going to do is just squash these guys. Boom. Yeah, I think they're broken. I'm gonna go carpet siege. Control click for the whole province. We'll just start with this. Confessional has arrived. Okay, so all three institutions have spawned. Yeah, we were only eligible for one, and we didn't get it. Yeah, it's the rare situation where the allies are doing a lot, but we had like overwhelming strength, and we're hitting from all angles and being adjacent, so yeah, I don't think you're active. I think we probably have to increase our little carpet sieging kind of vibe. More carpet siege. This is a very fast war. And yeah, ticking war score in our favor. We might already be able to peace out. Oh, something got caught somewhere. Oh, this stack isn't even bothering to move. Glory Seeker's not too bad. I think most of our guys are done here. Right click, select all. Cancel your objectives. I don't necessarily need to do that, but Carpet Siege. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to right click. Carpet Siege literally everything that's left. Do, 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 do. Most of these aren't forts, so they're happening instantaneously. Yeah, probably want to get this on the other side of the river. I'll probably do something like this full province, and then as much of this province I can, because I think that the Solingen area over here is probably part of one of these provinces, and we're not going to be able to absorb that, but that should be fine. Owning the market up north, making the northern part of your country more productive. And that's a good point, actually. Yeah, when we take Cologne itself, that should come with the market. And for our very first time, we are actually going to be focusing on 2 markets simultaneously. Which means the Cologne market will still be looking a little small and rough because it's probably not going to have anywhere near the power and influence of the Strasbourg one, but that's fine. And we might be doing a lot of trade between our 2 markets. I don't know if trade between 2 markets we own is any more profitable than trade between any other market. I think you're mostly just trading on the difference between the 2. It gives us more opportunity to make like intentional trades that are focused between the 2. But yeah, I think overall it's going to be the same. Mostly it's about giving the northern provinces more market access without going to a market that we don't own. This is our shortest war to date. Tax always the best option. I really actually do want to move towards offensive. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It very much feels like offensive is better in the current state of the game. Build the coal market, you'll get sea access. That's true too. And yeah, at some point we'll actually want to reach there. There you go. Bigger RGOs is great. Oh, we've got positive money again, despite the fact that we're paying for all the things while at war, including the higher diplo maintenance. Oh, we were at 100 for a second there. Did I just was looking up. I swear it was at 100 for a second. Officially hitting 100. All right, let's see what kind of peace we can manage. Oh, it's a control click. So that's one province. That's the other, which is a little awkward, but it's going to be fine. So far, so good. Do I want to push further north? Or I'm thinking I should probably grab... Oh, these are... Oh, that's those 2 locations? That's weird. Because I'm control clicking. Control clicking grabs the entire province. And let's grab this and that, which is bizarre. We can make a little donut over here. Oh, that is too much. Okay, which is probably fine. I'm just going to go and... So we've got this again. I think that's fine. And yeah, sort of threatening around here. And what are you part of? Oh, this is part of Eiffel. And yeah, Jülich-Borda province, Niederrhein province. And this is indeed more of Niederrhein, which probably loops around there. Okay, so I'm going to grab those 2. Ah, that puts me to 106, so slightly over. What is... Oh, right-click to remove. Okay. Actually. Ooh, exactly 100! So if I take the town of Dusseldorf over here, I'm at exactly 100% peace deal. Which means, of course, I can't ask for anything else. Is it all coming to me? Is there a way to get it? Oh, over here, probably. Okay, good. I'm just making sure none of this was sieged by anyone else. It's Niederrhein. Okay. So, I mean, we could have done some vassling things. But no, I don't think we need... I think it would be a bad idea to do that. We could block Cologne from building. No, but... Wait, I clicked on offer tribute there for a second. That's not... Did it reset completely? Because I think I was clicking over here. I think I accidentally clicked on offer tribute. Did that reset things? Oh, it does. Okay, that was dangerous. I almost sent a white piece. So let's redo. I'm taking that. I'm taking that. I'm taking that. We're sitting at 100. Okay, I'm going to send this demand. And then some people will get cranky. Screw them. Okay. Done. I'm going to bunch up everyone, and then I'm going to give them the rebel busting command after that. So what I have to do now, actually, with my people is go to straight annexing, or integrating, which is based on military. So the strongest person, that's almost certainly the strongest one, gets the biggest population. Oh, we need another character there. You do have 76. Do that one, and then 97, which is also good for conversion, and I think assimilation. So we're gonna get Huldrych over here, and flip you to integrate province, and then one more over here. Integrate province. The rest of Eiffel. We had a bunch of the province of Eiffel already, but now we have another location in there. Good. Just really, I didn't do my safety save before piecing out, which bothers me a bit. And just in case, I'll do one now, just in case I did something dumb with the allocation of commands over here, but I think we're okay. All right. Well, that was a short, glorious war for us. Just gonna get everyone grouped up. Some of these guys didn't seem to have started to move, which is weirding me out. Yeah, expand RGO, start some other building. Hold on. Group. Oh, shit. Are you going to do the thing where you can't come home? Oh, you are. Okay. Let me select everyone. Right click here. Okay, everyone's on the move. All right. So, coal market has no food. Okay, let's take a look at the situation here. All right, so this before would have been like so annoying, like, oh, the Netherlands and things and Munster, they're not trading with us, but they are. They're just part of the Cologne market. Which, yeah, food shortage. They'll probably need a bunch of RGOs. Mostly they're going to be really salty for a bit. These are going to be the low control locations, right? The location here, ooh, minus 10% proximity. Well, that's not great. Wow. Wow. What we need is other sources of proximity. Because the river already makes the proximity cost here really low, right? Like if we take a look and we trace the path to get the proximity here, everything's going to be downstream, 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 all these low numbers. And then here, from worms, whatever. I can't remember how people coach me to say it. Okay, Worms to Darmstadt is fine. Darmstadt to Wiesbaden is going along a paved road. Although that's minus 25 as opposed to minus 30. Minus 30 would obviously still be better, but it's not too bad. Paved road. Paved road. This is... Wow, why so expensive? Oh, hills and forests. But we might be able to get an alternate route. Like, out of curiosity, if I were to go and click on Strasbourg and say Road Builder, and very intentionally, there you go, do this. We're going to build a road and make sure we've got a proper paved connection along there. Because it was taking the lowest proximity cost. There might be a little bit more. We're going to go ahead and get that started. I'm sure we'll do some more road building as well. Like I might want to expand it to a Remscade? Something like that. And I'm sure we're going to want that, but we might want a few other things first. So, I believe the last time I checked, so a local proximity source, I was going to say, yeah, is only the bailiff. And it starts at a 20. Now, it's possible, these are the only places where I can build it. It's possible that this will result in a higher proximity over here. But it doesn't actually tell us in that interface. And probably not. Because right now it's got 48% proximity. I think the bailiff starts at 20. But 48% is still higher. It might be good over here because it is so bad. It is so low over here. City of Bergen. How come? Hold on. So there's probably a shortage of something. This isn't a area where I'm allowed to build. Oh, the market. That's real. I'm gonna have to get a pull down list of markets here. I mean, I can go here and see all my markets. Oh, there's an X to look at all. Hold on. Can I X out the market? Remove market filter. Ooh, that's weird. It's just weird. Does that look like it's grayed out? Because this is definitely grayed out. This does not look like an active button. Okay, I can filter more than one market at a time, which is good. That is a interesting UI choice. Okay, there you go. That is buildable over here. That might be worthwhile to get a little bit of source of proximity. And then from... That's the thing that's pronounced like S's, right? This is like Noise, maybe? This is a real Noise place. I sound like Jake Peralta from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So I'm going to build a road from here to Culm. Oh, you already have one. Okay. Coalitions! Huzzah. Okay, troops are... Well, they're still trooping. Do I want to lower any of my maintenance budget? Actually, oh, we should take a look to see... if I dump the diplomatic spending and then bring it back up. Oh, that's all I have to do. I still have a couple of disloyal things, but not problematically so. Here, I'll scooch it up a little bit higher, because otherwise it's probably going to have a little bit of fluctuation. But there you go. And then annexation still on schedule. Yeah, it slipped a couple of months, but yes, it should be done in a year, which is delightful. Serious lack of food with the 5th Army, but that's fine. You just have to get back to my territory, you guys. You'll be fine. If you X out the markets and building tab, you won't get the info on the cost of missing material. Right. So I would still like, that makes sense. So if I X this out, it's still listing. Well, great, because it's listing every location. So this would still list some things that might be profitable. Is it not math for like the market itself? There might be something else that people are bringing up there. But yeah, I would still like, I guess, okay, being able to hit here is good. Although this not being alphabetical or... I can't tell any rhyme or reason. Oh, it seems to be sorted based on our available trade capacity? I don't know what what the sorting order is over here. But whatever, at least we could find it. Then I can click on this and then just filter to buildings within this new trade market, which isn't hateful. And then we could be like, okay, first of all, let's make sure we've got all our temples in Cologne. We do. And then, I mean, universities, libraries, but we probably wouldn't get much bang for a buck for those right now. You know what? That's an excellent pin in the market. Although, so, brings up the market, but that's not the same as, wonder if it might, any chance it puts the market near the top now that's pinned? Nope. Still top and bottom. I really can't think of a rhyme or reason why that's working that way. Yeah, I'm probably going to end up just doing this X out a whole bunch. Go to RGA Builder. So mass build. Some of these, most of these are going to be within our friendly territory right now. Like most of these extra RGOs is from the tech we got. So I'll click a couple of times. Some of these aren't super profitable yet, so we may not worry about it. Yeah, managing this is going to get a little bit more annoying now. Population took a bit of a shot up here. Food access, lifting, that's all fine. More coalitions. Okay. Troops are... Yeah, you're all together. So what I'm going to do for you now is tell you, please do suppress rebels. I'm just going to right-click. Suppress rebels anywhere in our territory that might have issues with it. Please and thank you. Integrate, 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 integrate. We have to do this before we do the institution push, unfortunately. Maybe the war is mistimed. On the other hand, we had the antagonism to spare. I think... Oh, yes, I do. Do I still want to push towards humanists? Generally, yes. But I'm wondering about delaying this a bit for now because we do need to convert quite a few people. So we just lose 100 Catholic pops. Oh, each month? For 5 years? No, never mind. Just replace the priests. Our world vision is still about the same as it has been. And then, yeah, if we go and take a look at the diplomacy map mode, you can see our greenness has grown. It'd be nice to, like, hide these extra icons. Like, have an option to not have this. But yeah, this is us, the dark green. And we are... Is it Mainz that we're annexing? Yeah. Yeah, so everything over here is about to become dark green. Doesn't humanists help out with embracing institutions? Thought it was innovative. I'm not sure all the things that humanists brings. Let's double check. So if we went max humanist, you can see the pop conversion speed has dropped by 50%. Assimilation goes up, which is also valuable to us. And then you get more tolerance for heretics and heathens. Whereas spirit... Where spiritualists is all about tolerance for the truth faith, so in us case, the Lex Lutherans would never have an uprising for us. And we convert people faster, but we assimilate them slower. So there's pros and cons. But yeah, I think innovative is with the institution spread, and we have a good amount of that. Oh, one of our cabinet members died. And yeah, I'm definitely going to... Excuse me. Have a parliament for a law change. I want to bring the burghers back into government. Well, I guess we'll get Dr. Johann Kant over here. He's got the highest military score, which isn't that impressive. I guess there's an argument to be made with him is like, should I consider some sort of admin task for him because he's better? But you have to focus on the integration. Oh, map marker settings. Nice. One thing that we still need more, like the legend doesn't really do the things that I want, right? If we go into road building mode, there's this like little thing here for the legend. Except it doesn't do what I would hope. Like explain what all the colors are. But okay, that's quite cool. Ooh, but there's not a bulk turn on, turn off. I just want like something like when I'm in whatever mode. Whenever I'm in whatever mode, it'd be nice to just be able to like hold a hotkey, Shift, Alt, Control, some combination thereof. Just like hide all these little overlays for a second, just for a moment, because I just want to. I mean, if I zoom out enough, then I got it. But it's like Maybe over here I would like that too. And you got to zoom out really far to hide the armies. Also, some people don't like us for some reason. I can't imagine why. Yeah, okay. Strong admin guy. Admin is institution spread, isn't it? That's not a bad point. Yeah, maybe I just go ahead and eat the institution spread. Like, start on that. Of course, in our home place. Slows down one of our integrations, but that might have to be okay. We've researched House of Parliament, gives us this building. Oh yes, permanent parliament somewhere and more crown power. I want to build that immediately. Hoos. In Strasbourg. $420. Yeah, more crown power there. Permanent parliament saves us a pop-up. And who doesn't just want a fancy place to, like, have your laws debated? Oh yeah, if the marker options were per map mode, that could also be interesting. Which I don't think is good. Thank you for the prestige. What was that? A sandcastle, I think it said? Touchy there, and all right, we're about 6 months away from integrating mines. Yeah, you're standing around here doing some rebel busting in Dusseldorf. So we've got the 20% proximity here because it is itself its nearest proximity source. And over here, we're at 9. It's getting its proximity from this really nice province. We need other thing. I don't remember in the research tree. Damn. That's the only tech that references proximity. Although maybe, hold on, it's possible that there is a building in the Age of Reformation that is a proximity source that doesn't show up as part of the search. Or where we are truly screwed. In which case, have we grown too wide? I mean, other countries are also big. Like, I'm assuming if we go into proximity map mode, oh, I think I have to click on another country. Yeah. Like, most of France has no proximity to the capital. Right? That is pretty normal once you get to a certain size. It's just a shame if we don't get any Valley of Cologne, which we're really not gonna. I mean, I could go in this province of Cologne Bay. This might be a good place for us to set one of our government officials to do the increased control over here, because it gives us 10% more control in the area, and that might be very valuable. Money is up. I don't think there's a huge impetus to spend right now, because a lot of the new buildings would be in this area over here. And the value is not going to be fantastic. Oh, Darmstadt. Okay, Kaiserlautern. And then, yeah, it definitely gets a lot worse. Hey! Our integration of the Bishopric of Mainz has taken a fair bit of time, but now that Mainz is a Strasburger city, it will reach its full potential and make our nation prosper even more. So we hope. There are other countries that has not appreciated. There are other countries that have not appreciated, right? I don't know. Anyway, that's fine. So subjects are a little unhappy right now. They're going to be okay soon. We have gained a bunch of cores. Huzzah! And disloyal subjects. Wait. Who's the bishopric of Stavelot Malmedy? Who are you? Did they not? Was this part of Mainz that didn't come with us? Did they get, like, released earlier? Maybe a vassal of Mainz? Yeah, and now they're a vassal of me? All right. Well, it might be worth improving opinion. Okay. And speaking of, can I filter to vassals? Sort of like, you know what? Relevant countries is kind of interesting. But one of the big things is still... okay, we're not... I mean, we could go and improve with Cologne, but no, probably not going to like us, and I think that's not going to be a thing. Oh, you know what? Venice isn't bad. And And we get a plus 130. So let's do that. And then we're improving with Malmedy. And then Bohemia. Yes, there's not much of a boost over here. I would still like to be able to check this by relative power, but also based on, like, how much more improvement we could make. Because it costs you 1 diplomat just to start the improved relations regardless. And it'll turn out it's someone that you just finished improving with, so there's only an extra, like, +1 you can get out of it. Oh, yeah, bridges and pound canals, you're right. We should double check on that, actually. At least it remembers that I don't want the market selected. That is kind of nice. Bridge. Oh, yes, there's a lot of bridges that could be built. Now, some of these may not be relevant. Hang on. It's possible. Can I select more than one market? No, but I can quickly swap between them. Okay. Strasbourg market. How come we have so many bridges to build? That's not what I want. His own location. I thought we had all of our bridges. Oh, a bunch of this might be mines. I'm just realizing. That's probably why. 'Cause I'm like, I thought we had bridges in every Strasbourg market location. But right, we've just gone and pulled someone else in. And yeah, I think we do want bridges everywhere because local proximity cost. It's possible some of these won't actually reduce the actual proximity cost, but a bunch of them will. The movement speed is always going to be nice. And I think that's okay. We'll build a bunch of those. We still have tons of money. So that was the Strasbourg market. And then if I click here and go Köln and then do this. Oh, some of these aren't building because they currently have a shortage of pops. But you know what? I think I'm going to force the issue. The pops will promote. Actually, let me check on Strasbourg as well. Yeah, same thing here. Oh, you have a wicked shortage of pops. I'm going to do it anyway because if I don't, then there'll be this place that never has a bridge. And that'll be annoying. And then Canal. Strasbourg market, still complete. Good. And then Köln market. We'll build one over there. Köln, that place. Cologne. All right. Good. Very good. We'll do some university after. I do want to keep a decent buffer here. And again, because of the low control, universities won't get a ton of bang for the buck. We checked temples already, although we might need some in mines now that I think about it. We are going to want to temples, universities, and libraries. Counting houses? I don't think that's just in the capital. And yeah, almost certainly more roads are also needed. Now, the problem with the road UI is it remains terrible. I would love to just interact with this menu. But it includes a bunch of stuff that we don't give a shit about. Stuff that's not our own territory. And there's no way to set a filter for that, which I do find quite frustrating. And so I ended up going to squint mode and just following the black outline and seeing. So these places are now ours. So this belongs to Strasbourg. And it could use a road to improve it. Oh, interestingly enough, that did also cover Birkenfeld. So Saarburg, this is us, and there's an alternate path over here. Now, this would be building a bunch of roads through Lorraine. Which might be fine. Especially if we plan on, well, yeah, pulling in Lorraine later. So I think that's probably okay. That was quite pricey. And then an alternate route over here. And yeah, I think Lorraine is a vassal. And I think we're going to start doing the annexing right away. Okay, that's all our cash. I kind of want to leave myself a bit more of a buffer than this, but we will just have to accept that. And then Lorraine might literally be just the next vassal to do. No, I think, never mind. It's going to be Württemberg because they are much closer to Strasbourg. But I think I'm going to do the two at the same time. And then there's some more territory over there that I'm not going to do. Hire artist cast. Well, we're not really hiring artists directly, so I'm fine. Trier, who you now own, is the oldest city in Germany. Is it really? Oh, I didn't know that. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. Basically no Diplo spending. Actually, let me go and increase the diplo spending temporarily here. Go. Sharing is caring. Just we got 1 point, and then I'm going to go and start Lorraine annexing. Miniature painting's finished. Slight deficit. I assume if I bring... Let me bring down the fort maintenance. I assume if I bring down the army maintenance, they're not as good at rebel busting, although it might be fine. Here, I'll do that. Hopefully they still do stuff. Recruitment of merchants gives us what? Trade capacity. Merchant efficiency. Trade maintenance goes down. I think that's going to be better. Oh my god! That went from plus 17. That was maybe on a month tick. But I think that just added an extra like 60 ducats per month. Oh, it may not have taken into account our army maintenance change yet. Never mind. And yeah, I want to spam more trade buildings as well. I just want to stare at the diplomats for a bit. I'm going to start. So what's going to happen here? Right now, we are annexing at 1.5 a month currently. If we looked at this last time. If I start a second one, each one of them is only going to annex at 1 per month. But that means we are doing 2 points worth of annexing every month instead of 1.5 points of annexing each month. It means these guys will annex slower, but collectively will annex more quickly. And I'm going to go ahead and make the decision to go for it on this particular one and do it that way. I'm going to drop my diplo spending completely, and then it's only these guys who are disloyal. I'm going to bring it up a little. Actually, I want there we go. Well, that went away completely. I was going to say, I want my number of diplomats to be going up, albeit slowly, very slowly, but we'll do it there and save a few extra dollars along the way. That seems okay. Tax income fluctuates. Yeah, the tax income is very, like, loosey-goosey. What we really need for some of the values is we need, like, a weighted average. We need, like, a 6-month running average for some of these things. Month to month, 6 months, etc. There's a support loyalist button for plus 20%. Oh, with the vassal loyalty, right? The support loyalist? Might be worth doing. One integration nearly done already. Nice. I think that was a very small place. Possible government reforms. Okie dokie. Oh, and we got to queue up some more research? Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. Oh, wait. I bet I can't do another government reform. For the last 150 years in game or something like that, we've been sitting at 4 out of 3 reforms. The reason for it is when we started the game, or maybe we'll go up to 4 out of 5 when the month takes over. We'll take another look. It's possible. But when we started playing, the Merchant Republic reform gave +1 reform. So it didn't occupy a slot, effectively. Once it finished it, once it was enacted, then it gave us an extra slot to do. So we've actually been running more government reforms than we're technically supposed to for a large part of the game. It also means now that we're not overcapped, we could go and cancel one of these and then put something else in if we decided to. Although I think I'm pretty happy. Maybe we could replace diplomatic traditions. I still like sortition because that's tax efficiency for everyone, not just the burghers, and that's really nice. And yeah, I like Merchant Republic. That's definitely our vibe. We do integrate more slowly, it's worth noting. And that kind of hurts a little bit. But yeah, wow, I really did finish this, huh? We don't have any Age 4 techs available. I wonder if there's anything in the short term. We could consider picking up some of these dock buildings for the future. I mean, there's probably an... Oh, these do not have upgraded versions. Oh, yes, they do. So we might get a more advanced one later, and then we didn't necessarily need to research this at any point. But let's go ahead and plug that in. Protected harbor building. Like, yeah, I might just go and just prepare a little bit more coastal stuff. You know, we might want the maritime trade advantage. You know what? Actually, we're definitely going to want this because no matter what, that's always going to be relevant. And then we might want to look at some of these things might not have anything exciting immediately, but there's stuff we're going to want to unlock later. Like, I don't tend to build the supply depots. We could unlock the colonial policy. The Mercury Patio is, I believe, specifically for boosting certain mining. Gold and silver, which we don't have any of. We need one of the lead ones. But yeah, I'll go get that. I'll get the proximity cost through the Maritimes. I don't know that we need the plantations yet. There, and a building type. Iron, copper. We still need the lead mine booster. March training. Oh, just higher supply limit's good, actually. I don't know that we need the halberdiers, because I think these are the infantry unit that instead we use the land connect for. We get the construction center building, the merchant quarters, and the dry dock. There you go. All right. Leave that in the queue for now. Maybe we need an Incredible Hulk. Heck, even just a regular Hulk would be pretty amazing. Oh, did the Council of Trent finish? That situation went away. Did we get a pop-up about it? Damn it. Okay, finish the rate. Wait, okay. We can embrace global trade. We already have 20% on that? Wow. So the sooner we get this, first of all, we get a tech boost, because we get a 5% tech boost per one we get. And then, of course, we can start unlocking those things. I might want to let this spread a little bit more. Same as last time. Finish a few of these techs, and then we'll go ahead and do a wee bit more of that. You're an insane military guy. We did have one more integration to do. So you're going to go and finish integrating Eiffel, which won't take you very long. Merchant quarters, very high priority since that's our marketplace upgrade building, is it? Now, I wish we could reorganize this. I don't know what the queue order is in this. I guess what I could do is I might decide to cancel everything or things we'd care about less. To cancel the colonial policy. Okay, you know what? Do that. There we go. And then we'll go back to unlocking various business type or building types in starting with maybe the construction building. Okay, I'll leave the queue over here like that. Finish the dock because we already got some progress in it, but yeah, okay. If the merchant quarters is my upgraded building, that sounds great. Reorg the tech list would be so nice. Now, there's limits to reorganizing, but we've run into that in other games, right? Because something might be a prerequisite of one another in this list. But you could still have a little up and down arrows that, like, don't let you push it up any higher because it would be ahead of the requirement. I'm trying to think of games that we've played that have done that. Right now, the only one that's coming to mind is EVE Online, but there's no way that that's the only example of that. Export licenses for nobles. You know what? It's fine. The burgers like me lots. Them losing a little bit of joy is not a big deal. Also, construction centers is a big 3. That's what I thought when I saw it. I think it allows you to build 2 buildings in a location at once, which actually probably means it's not a huge priority at this point, because that doesn't feel like a limiting factor. Okay, I would like... Right, to change a law, you do it within the parliament. Because I would actually like to change the rights of the burghers. Because I don't want to curtail the burghers anymore. We don't need the colonial stuff. Mercantilism versus free trade. So I think that's like these two here is what we got to look at. Actually, do I maybe just want to strengthen the rights of the burghers? It doesn't give them a tremendous amount of power. It gives us trade efficiency and a push towards plutocracy, which is what I want. Or strong guilds does allow commoners in the cabinet, which will give us more options over here. We get production efficiency, and I think I like strong guilds, and it's so appropriate for Strasbourg. So again, my focus for Strasbourg is mostly 1789, where I know that there were 20 guilds that were operating, and they really controlled the city like crazy pants. Yeah, trade efficiency is just free money, but so is production efficiency, just more stuff. I would prefer trade efficiency, but I like the idea of putting in commoners, although I think if we allow commoners in the cabinet, I think some of our power production is a little lower. These are both really good. Trade's kind of our vibe, more than production. I think I want to go strengthen the right of burgers. So anyway, first what I got to do is I got to start something, and I want to start something that starts fairly strong. If I pass this, right, this just adds an RGO level in a couple places, and while it's running, some things are cheaper, but I don't really care. We could, you know what, let's promote members of the burgers. It actually feels very on point here, because we're going to get a new member of the burgers, and we're going to be allowing them back into the government. Allowing commoners in the cabinet just lets you pick them. If you don't pick them, it does nothing to crown power. Sorry, I don't mean the crown power. I feel like there was something else we were seeing, that if we allowed, there was something with power projection or something with us allowing commoners in the government. But I do like the idea of a bigger pool of officials we can choose from. So I'm going to click on this just because it's going to start off pretty favorable. And then what I want to do is ask for a law change for rights of the burgers. Trade is our bang. Guilds make such historical sense for Strasbourg as well. And I don't know the problem. I don't know the amount of money difference between these two, but both of them are going to give us more money. One is almost certainly going to give us more. We don't necessarily know which. I do think we produce a lot. Like, obviously we make a lot of money from trade, but a bunch of the trade we get now, more production efficiency. I think that just means we get slightly more output. Yeah, the output. So we get more stuff for the same input, which not only is worth money in and of itself, but gives us more stuff to trade. So yeah, I agree with what Mortwist says. There's no wrong answer here. There might be one, again, one of these probably will result in slightly more cash than the other, but either way, our money's going to go up, and it's not like we're hurting. And I like the vibe, because Strasbourg is very guild-oriented, and let's go and get lots of people in our cabinet. I'm going to go with strong guilds, baby. And top one's better because you have more happiness to tax. If you're not maxed, I think we are maxed on the tax with the burgers, and they're exceedingly happy already. So strong guilds, bam. And then I would lose stability if this doesn't pass. Change policy, broad executive power. Oh, we would lose 12 stability because it's a law change, although it's a discounted one. Right now we have absolute power of the president, which costs us Republican tradition, which I don't love because this is getting increasingly expensive. But crown power is good. On the other hand, efficiency of cabinet is actually amazeballs. What else? Contain global trade. That doesn't sound... No, we're not going to do that. You know what? I think I'm just going to let this debate fail, and we'll take the stability hit. I think we're going to do this. And yeah, our population really... Look, okay, there... Just say, I thought we looked at this, and I don't know if it had completely clicked in yet, everything. Look at this jump in population. I think we... Assuming there's not... Yeah, I think we more than doubled our population, annexing a bunch of Cologne. How many people live in Cologne itself? I should hotkey you. I'm going to hotkey you. You're going to be 2, because I think 1 is Strasbourg, 2 is Cologne, 92,000 people. So yeah, more people live here in Cologne than do in Strasbourg. Although obviously Strasbourg's in pretty good shape. We got all the prosperity because we haven't recently been siege, which is part of it. Development, actually, development here is pretty good. Wow. Wow. Obviously, low control is a huge issue here. And yes, we own their market now. Yep. All right, institution spread. The stability hit's getting lower. Oh, the Gooseneer said they went to Strasbourg this summer. It's fantastic. Isn't it a gorgeous city? And so unusual. I really want to go back. I'm actively making plans. I'm actively making pots and pans to return to Strasbourg. Hopefully, maybe next year. Oh, this. Ooh, I don't like the stability hit. The losing support doesn't matter. I guess I don't need the money, and I don't want the stability hit, so I'm going to do this. I don't want the prestige hit either. Markets be merged once created in the game. I don't think so. I think they can be destroyed, but I don't think I want to destroy this because all the territory over here, which we do own, would be trading in Strasbourg almost certainly, but the market access would be super low. So I think they're going to be much more profitable having a local market. Oh, Austrian Emperor, really? Good patch on that. I don't know if that changes things. I'm assuming Austria is still going to be like, no, I gotta go and defend these guys. Yeah, because I think they're legally duty bound to jump in. But Austria is nowhere near as strong as Bohemia. It's interesting. I'm not starting a war right now, though, because everyone's a little bit upsetty spaghetti about what just happened. We're about to cap out on manpower, which makes me think, let's build some more troops. We did go and add some more cavalry right before the war, and I think that was the last hurrah for the cav. So I think we're really going to be looking at increasing the artillery. What I might do is something like 3-2 infantry to artillery, just as an arbitrary value. So let's at least build a couple more falconets, and we're almost certainly going to get... That's not the right button. We're almost certainly going to get some new cannons in the next era. I'm pretty sure that is the case. You know what? I'm going to build... I don't know how many this is. I lost count. That many. I guess the other way I can burn manpower is by drilling my troops. That might be worthwhile. Oh, did I do land next? Did I not do... I did do this one. You're right. You know what? That's fine, because then I'm also going to go and build a bunch more cannons. And then run out of money, but we're still making money. Reformation of the army. Plans are currently being made for a minor reform of our army. New tactics, weapons, and commands are some of the areas being discussed. Oh, I'd like to focus on quality, please. We hadn't really gotten a lot of options to make a move there. But I feel very strongly that quality is going to be a lot stronger for us. More army maintenance, but huge stats on everything. Yeah. Reduced army initiative is bad. Unit food consumption, we don't really care. More frontage is nice. But yeah, I think we want to push towards quality. Or I could hit the push towards offensive, which I also like, although it's not going to come up in time to do any of the institution stuff, doesn't matter. So I think I'm going to do quality. And the main draw for quantity is the frontage, yeah. And more frontage is amazing because you get more troops active immediately, but I think we're going to do this. Oh, that's interesting. So we went and pulled in more people. I think, yeah, mostly Moselle. Oh, there's also these Ripuarian Franconians, which are not accepted at all. But I think, yeah, our Moselle count went up. Maybe we got some more Franconians, so our accepted culture cost is a little bit much. That's going to be fine because we're going to start doing some assimilation at some point. Possibly as soon as this integration finishes. Oh, River Franks. Oh! I like that. There we go. Integration done. We didn't get the new core pop-up, which means there is a need for assimilation. You have great military, good, because assimilation is a military operation. Oh no, assimilation is diplomacy. Only conversion is military. Okay, well, you work on conversion, that's fine. I'm gonna go for lowest percentage right now. Although, does control affect conversion rate? Forsberg. What's our diplo? Oh, we have plenty of diplo capacity. Okay. Accept. Also, you can AFK, you can troops in lands you want to increase control in like 5%. Oh, you can AFK your troops in lands you want to increase control. Okay, thank you. I've got them currently on rebel busting duty, and where they're standing, every time I say duty, I want to laugh. Because I'm 8 years old. Wherever they're going to be standing is going to be a place that doesn't have max control anyway. Although, as you can see, it's not going to do much. Gemini keeps bouncing back and forth. I wonder, what does it take to become the hegemon for economy? As greater than... So we just need high income from tax. Oh, and trade. Oh, and you have to be a great power. We're not a great power. We're a normal power. All right. I think we're pretty great, but, you know, I guess we'll just have to keep, like, conquering things until everyone else agrees. Next goal unlocked. And then the other thing we can take a look at is the form new country. We are progressing towards Lotharingia. Now, some of that is going to require bits of France. I don't know, like, is 75 is the target? Is 75 every single province that counts as part of Lotharingia? Or is it possible that there's like 90 provinces, or locations, I should say, and as long as we've got 75, we're good? In which case, watch out, Netherlands! And yeah, we're going to go and soak in Lorraine over here, absolutely. Got to be top 8 for that hedge money. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, that's starting to be very affordable. Again, the stability hit kind of sucks a little bit. It's not the end of the world. Who died? General of Guns. Okay, that's fine. I like that armory is just called Guns. Looks like there's more than 75 locations. Yeah, that would make sense, because usually it's the game's forgiving like that. It's like, you know, other times it's like, well, if you control maybe approximately 90% of the locations in a formable, then that's good enough or something like that. Because usually it avoids some little annoying bullshit. Okay, a bunch of relationship booster going away. Good government policies. Gain stability. I like stability. We don't need the +10 Republican tradition. We really don't need... Money's great, but having the stability is going to save us money in other ways and things. So I think that's going to be okay. Angry Catholics. Angry and Patriots. That's going to be fine. Dry dock. We got a new General of Guns, and he died instantly. All right. The next Stellaris owner should have a fleet named Pew Pew. Yeah, we haven't played Stellaris in ages. We haven't played Hearts of Iron in, like, agier more amounts. I still wonder if I should be running 2 separate EU4 games simultaneously. One just as a pure YouTube versus live stream. And then there's all the other games I want to play. Bloodlines, going back to Stationeers, all kinds of good new stuff. Well, there's more stuff. Artillery's starting to spread over here, too. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm happy with Booth of Stability, because we are going to be taking a few hits over here. Again, I'm just going to wait until this last tech finishes, and then I'm going to go in and embrace. Again, the sooner we embrace, the sooner we get a bit of a tech boost, but I'm going to try to save a couple more ticks of stability and things. The money's less important. Mostly about the extra ticks of stability, and then we'll see. Kaiserreiching in would be great. You haven't played Hoi since I got my PhD. I don't like that that's how we're tracking things. Like 4 years? Has it been that long? Oh my god. I want to go back and play the Fallout mod too. We're aware of Ghana? Well, we're gonna have to visit at some point. I hear there's a place over here that has a historical name like Air. That might be good. I thought this said Subway. Eat fresh. Good. Money's strong. Could always turn on the automation for the building as well, but probably not. Although I will go and take another look at our RGO situation for profitability. Oh, we can get some. We have access to lumber now. That's great. In fact, I might want to specifically focus on that. Where's this? Wit over here. As long as you don't go negative, and you've got enough peasants. and you only use tools. Because a lot of buildings use lumber to construct, so we can save a lot of money by having more lumber available. Have you played Stationeers since the Planet Overhaul? Yes, I did. I played Stationeers, we were playing it just last month. Right before EU5 came out. For some reason, EU5 may have... Oh, actually, it was actually interrupted by Bloodlines 2 first. But we had a Stationeers run, and I want to go back to it because I really liked it. Okay, Construction Center is done. No more tech going on, so what we're going to do is... That's not the button I want to hit. Over here. We're going to start with global trade. First of all, it's the cheapest, and almost certainly going to be much more exciting for us. So now if we take a look at the Age of Reformation... And so, all right, confessionalism is the one that leads to these Diplo ideas, although there might be more Diplo ideas in the other one. So no matter what, we have to start with global trade. 10% discount on trade maintenance is going to make us so much money. What's going to save us so much money? We do have some lead mines. Finally, beer. I feel like I should go tools first because it is one of the construction materials, so it'll make everything else cheaper. I like how lead leads to beer. Did you use them to make steins or something? I don't know. All right. What? What? What was that? Is it because I click? Oh, when you're mousing over this, it's clicking as the Build Tools Workshop button, which seems a little odd since I literally can't. But yeah, I want to unlock towards Tool Workshop. And then I'm going to queue up the Beer Workshop as well. Because, come on! Plus, I mean, we got the prereq. We can... The slitting mills... The slitting mills. I don't know that we've got iron mine. We'll have to double check on that. And there might be some stuff down here that's very exciting. And there certainly is. But let me check out the other side of global trade. Maritime trade advantage, we don't do that yet. Free cities, because we are a republic... Even more trade maintenance discounts? Yes. And then I'll unlock the Furniture Workshop as well. Port Authority. We don't have coastal stuff yet. Dye's Workshop is nice. I mean, we're going to have to go down here because there's going to be a bunch of good stuff. Trade Company Headquarters. One build one at a time. One build in foreign locations. Okay, company governance. Trade company? Oh, trade company investment conglomerate. So it's a vassal. Trade company is a vassal. All right. And then more trade maintenance. I mean, we're clearly going to be pushing down here, but it's possible that after a few basic economy things, because the next thing we're going to get is the artillery, and we may have to go and make sure we get our new tier of guns and whatnot as early as possible. That is a lot of money. I mean, and we get a dude. He's not even that impressive. How do you even pronounce this? Tracé all'Italien. Crazy talk. Oh, hello, paper shortage. When did you happen? When did this happen? Okay. Let's build some more paper workshops in the Strasbourg market specifically. I'm gonna do a big shift click here. We're gonna get a bunch. All right. Huh. Integrating, converting, promoting, integrating. People are very busy. We are... Oh, that is quite above our fort limit. Do we want to go and tear down some forts? Okay, I'm assuming there's a fort map mode. It is not the clearest, especially with all the things. And again, if I... Do you support the right click? No. That's annoying. Because I would love to toggle all these off simultaneously. So the slightly greener bits, which to my eyes... And I know I'm probably somewhat colorblind, but the green and then the stripy green, it doesn't... I can clearly tell the difference instantly. But it doesn't pop. Like, I want bright green where the forts are. Do I tear one down? And if so, where? I mean, Vientiane here is a rural place. I think maybe we tear this one down. We'll try tactile mode. This is tactile mode here, right? Okay, so now we got icons. Oh, and it gets rid of a lot of clutter, which is nice. Does it have like some presets here for... No, everything is still toggled on. I'm curious. Why is this green versus brown? Is this... Oh, is this just the... this is just the penalty level. So these are +2, so it actually makes this fort that much more enticing. And then a lot of these are towns that are capitals. So to me, those are really valuable locations to keep defended. I mean, I can eat the fort maintenance. It's an extra 11% fort maintenance. Yeah, which is nothing. Who cares? Who cares? University. Elise von Breitenbuch. Lose research progress. No, I don't approve of that. Pastors get unsatisfied. We move towards humanist, which again is generally the direction I'm going to want to go in. So that's fine. What are our annexation timers? 71 and 81. So not for a while. Oh, we did. Oh, we did unlock the merchant quarters. We need to start building them. Let me accumulate a bit of cash again here. We still needed to deal with the paper shortage emergency because that was actually very severe. Some provinces in the market are starving because they can't get any food. Where was that again? Do we not get a food? Huh? Oh, okay. That's fine. So the province of Swabia and Jura, which is part of Hohenberg, has a shortage of food. Oh, is this because you're at one province? Well, you're not actually at one province. You're these three pieces, although that's Horb. So, okay, the problem is that Hohenberg, which I'm sure isn't how it's said, but it's really entertaining for me to say it that way. Hohenberg over here, and the actual location of Hohenberg is a single location of the province, and it doesn't produce its own food, so it's getting a shortage. Okay, well, that's not really my problem. Yes, I dub the not my problem. I think before we build markets, I think I do just need to build more of the paperworks because, you know, if I knew that I could trade for a bunch more paper, that might change things. But we're still like the #1 paper producer. So I'm just going to go and get some more paper workshops, deal with that shortage, and then we'll work to expand our trade. Books and paper is totally us. Reformation. Done. I'm hoping this is going to be enough paper, or it's at least going to bring us close. And then, yeah, we'll go and get those market buildings. And thank you very much for reminding me about that, because that's very important. What is this location that I have pinned? I think I probably pinned you... for probably an accident. That's what I'm assuming. Right. Which was this one? This was trade advantage, and this was trade capacity. And that's for burgers, yeah. So we're just going to go for trade advantage instead. That sounds good. There you go. The location's gone away. Would building paper in Cologne Market help it expand be useful Strasbourg too? It may be. There was no shortage of paper in Cologne itself. But there's probably no bookbinders in Cologne, right? We went and built a lot of bookbinders in Strasbourg itself. Missing goods are joining active rebels. You're missing paper, which we're working on. Incense, fish, and ivory. I mean, we could manually set up trade for those things. But the idea is if there's shortage here, the price is going to be high. So it's going to be a profitable trade regardless. So there might just be a good source of it. Oh, hospitals in a new territory. Both new territories. That's not a bad idea. Although I think I'll do the markets first. And then, yeah, artillery soon. Painting lady or mother. Why is everything this or that? I'm guessing these are probably based on actual pieces of art that really exist, and it's probably something where we don't know who they are. This is a painting we found in the artist's attic, and it's some sort of lady or perhaps their mother, is what I'm guessing. I don't know if these like artist names are historical, like in a match or anything, but hello, trade maintenance, go down. Oh yes, the beer thing. Lead was used for piping and solder on beer vats. However, it wasn't necessary, it wasn't widely used. Not why designated prequel. I mean, there's a bunch of prerequisites that they're clearly not direct connections. It's more like, well, historically you discovered this earlier than that. And even though this isn't really a prerequisite for that, we're still going to use that to enforce some sort of order as opposed to just having a giant miscellaneous list. Go. Okay, we got the cash. So let me go and build the... Oh yeah, I still haven't gone and bound B to like the building screen here. Marché. Is it called something else? It's not this. And then there's two different trade advantages because that totally makes sense. Merchant quarters. That's what it's called. So we go from the marketplace to the merchant quarters. I still wish that the upgrade filter did anything remotely close to how we expect it to work. Build a bunch of those, please. Done. Finished over here. You're quite good at admin type tasks, which is... Right, that is still not the assimilation. You're at a 68 Diplo, you're not terrible. We might want to start some assimilations. Although you're even better at the military side, so I could have you do more conversions. I don't know if anyone else is good at Diplo. You're not... This is our best Diplo person. So I'm going to have you do the assimilations. To Rhine Alemannic. And then, yeah, I'll sort by percentages. So 0% Rhine Alemannic in this entire province. If we look at the demography of this area, yeah, it's mostly the Riporian Franconians. Yeah. So we'll get that started. Rebels are brewing. There's 12 locations for Catholic zealots. And 6 locations for the Ripuarians. Probably we can just smack them down. Ooh, thank you very much for the free tech. I like how our small game is progressing. You know, we're totally small here. I mean, to be fair, we're certainly not one of the big boys yet. But we're fairly large. Another... Okay, Parliament. Oh, let's do the sponsor university and get a discounted one. And while it's running, we get some research progress and innovative push. That's going to be okay. We need a little bit of something. Less tax for commoners. Honestly, reducing levy obligations for just one estate actually seems fine to me. Yeah. There we go. That seems fine. Patricians are a little salty. They'll be okay. Well, this is an active rebellion. So probably they're going to reform. But there's still lots of stuff they never had. Like, the France has got a bunch of holdings over here and stuff. The expectations of Cologne. Oh, there we go. Support. We finished promoting. And yeah, here. I guess I could just, while we're waiting here, I'll do some more. So there's lots of people in the Palatinate. So let's push that a little bit more here. But yeah, within the province of Strasbourg, it's got all the institutions. Will join the coalition. I can't blame you. I guess our truce probably just expired. Still feeling pretty good with our big army. Oh, our manpower's on the cap. Okay. Do I want to keep you on rebel busting? I guess I do. That's not the one I want. Let's get some more cannons. We're going to keep going log cannons all the time. Wait, does it have both camp followers and supply convoy? Isn't camp followers just obsolete? Well, if I drill, I don't know if they rebel bust. But that would eat some of the... Well, let's go and see what happens. And I'm not even on full army maintenance either. In fact, I'm only at half, so I don't know. Right, drill. But yeah, and they have no morale while it's running, but I don't know what that does for rebel suppression. Can I take a look at the rebel stat here or here? Honestly, we're fine. I'm just gonna go ahead and eat it. I can't upgrade any of the troops yet because we haven't unlocked the new tech. Which soon we're gonna go in and price artillery, and then we'll queue up some artillery tech. But we'll do these first. Dusseldorf wins debate. The influential University of Dusseldorf managed to sway. Oh, extra support, which isn't actually needed. Oh, we can just get more free research. Thank you. There we go, and there we go. So the university is building in Mainz. So it's going to get a nice little discount. University has no room for heretics. Well, we're just going to keep pushing. Oh, we're actively missing the paper. Right, because we got a paper shortage and we need it to build a university. All right, well, let's build more paper buildings. And it is still in the Strasbourg market. Build a few more. Paper, paper, paper. Oh, I can choose another religious aspect. Okay, so our first one we grabbed is parish registers because increased tax efficiency. And I think there was another tax efficiency one down near the bottom. Well, I did like the war sermons. That was cool. I need that. I did like the translated Bibles because max literacy is amazing and innovative. I like. I do like the push towards plutocracy, but I don't think I care that much about the rest of the artist stuff. More literacy. Oh, it might have been pietism. Literacy, innovative. I don't think individualist versus communalism. I don't think I had a strong opinion. Crown as head of faith is cool. I don't think we need it on this particular run. Taxes for clergy doesn't matter because we're running the other thing. Lowering the cost of courts could save us a lot of money, but I don't like the rest of it. I love the decreased proximity cost. A lot, but I don't really want to go traditionalist or necessarily give the clergy more power. Conversion, da-da-da-da. Adult baptism is nice. Translated Bibles or maybe pietism now. I think I might go pietism. Let's take my justified conflicts. Prox cost is crazy. I didn't like the other things in that policy, though. I do like this a lot. Translated Bible, what are you, Protestants? Yes. All right, pietism. Done. I like pie. It's delicious. I will generally choose pie over cake. The one exception, and really it's because it doesn't fit the same sort of taxonomic structure, is I would choose cheesecake over both at any point. But let's be clear. You're in Britain. Your cheesecake. No. First of all, what do you use for crust? Digestive cookies? Don't get me wrong. I like digestives just fine. It's gotta be graham crackers. My God. I know it's not a thing you can really get over there. Also, your cream cheese isn't quite the same. Yeah, I know it says Philadelphia on the outside. It's different. Oh, these guys are complaining about bailiffs, which don't get me wrong. Generally, I don't like the bailiffs, but the one in Neuss over here is actually kind of doing some important stuff for us. So I might just ignore. or replace for the prestige hit. Honestly, you can just take the estate satisfaction penalty for a bit. It's fine. And of course, when I'm saying pie in this particular context, I mean the sweet pies, like savory fruit pie, berry pie, those sorts of things. I'm also a huge fan of, to give kudos to the UK cuisine, the British savory pies, which is really not something we have over here. Oh, just give me like potato, onion, cheese. Like, it doesn't even have to be meat. That's fine. Okay, Württemberg. Oh, against Cologne. This is a war they've started. Of course it is. These are irrelevant. We could crush them solo. So there's no threat to us doing this, other than the fact that we weren't sitting at 100% army maintenance, which isn't ideal. I'm not going to raise anything. I kind of want to focus. Kind of want to focus on holding territory and maybe setting up for a side war. Or a separate peace. Essen? Ooh! We could go to the, this is where they have the big board game convention. Ooh, I want Essen. On the other hand, this is a province. Oh no, we don't control any of Julik Board? Sure, that's not how it's said. And oh, this is all along the river, which is our goal. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to immediately start and head to Essen and raid this down. Yeah, we have no control already, and it's only getting worse. Yep, that is true. Stack wipe. Admittedly, a pretty small army. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save, and we'll try to do an assault. Do you breach, do you tend to breach the walls first? Because that was always the thing. In EU4, assaulting could be strong. It was costly, but sped things up. But you generally wanted the walls to be breached ahead of time. Oh, now it's only saying risky. It's not having the red, like, you're going to lose. All right. Okay, that did cost us nothing. That's actually insane. But it is the first time that we didn't have the dire warning of you're doomed if you try this. What's the capital of this? Is it Moore's the capital of this province? So it might not auto-siege those? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this in half. And these will happen instantly because there's no fortresses here. But let me go and officially go and siege out both of these. You take Essen, make sure to take their giant board game conference. It's still established. Yes, that's exactly what I was saying. That's all. The only thing, I only know two things about Essen. One is that's where the big board gaming convention is, and two, that is one of the locations in the pandemic board game. Probably because of one. Württemberg currently disloyal. Now that'll improve itself after the war, but let's increase our diplo spending a little to make sure that's not an issue. If in EU5, if you have professional or infantry assaulting, it's a joke. If you have lefties, we can't do anything, it's bad. But I guess that does make a lot of sense. I'm just going to focus us down, and then I don't know if I would personally get much war score from battles. I'm going to focus very much on sieging. In fact, I'm going to select both armies. I'm going to tell both armies to focus siege. Oh, this is Hessian territory. This is Cologne. Well, maybe I'll do that anyway. Okay, done. Now, I'm hoping that despite being focus siege, it's going to be two different stacks. A little bit of a squish. You're likely to fail an assault, it says. Is it lying to us? Okay. I think that tooltip may be incorrect. Wow, we are crushing these guys. I mean, yeah, we had higher numbers, but not much more. Look at that. Oh my god. We lost 82 people and killed 2,000 in that battle. We're probably killing a bunch of farmers. But that one's a little bit more expensive, to be fair. Still, the acceleration is awfully nice. Now, I'm going to assume yeah, right-click pursuit a piece of the shortcut. They're not willing to do anything right now. I've not seen it say anything other than risky. Oh, like here it's actually saying you're likely to fail, even though apparently that's not the case. You're likely to fail an assault, except we know that that's probably not true. Okay, finish promoting. That's good. I think I'll probably put you on something else. I'm going to embrace the artillery now. Now, we might still be able to promote for the last institution, but I'm wondering about increasing province control in Cologne, just to boost its cap by 10. It's not about the monthly control, it's about the max control in this situation. Again, I would kind of like a variant of province control that didn't have the mass control boost, was just the monthly control increase, and it would auto-cancel when it capped out at 100. Because this will never cancel because it keeps that plus 10. And there's different reasons I might want to use it for different things. Now, you're not bad at the Diplo. I think I should probably put you on Assimilate, actually. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? We do need to do that. So again, I'm going to take another place that has a very low... Well, Eiffel has a low percentage and a lot of people. So I'm going to focus on that. Yeah, we're definitely in the professional army phase. Unless, okay, if we had like a panic, like a giant war against France, we'd probably have to raise some peasants and just throw some raw bodies in there, even though most of them would be kind of trash. It might still be required. Or we could put them on a secondary duty, like put peasants' armies on like carpet sieging while the professional armies go and focus on smashing armies or something like that. Often rotate province control. Because yeah, if the 10%, if it decays slowly over time, but obviously that kind of micromanagement is no good, but I could see that the value of that. Oh, mine's is depopulating. How come? Prosperity's at 100%. Oh, died as soldiers. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, new market. Oh! All right, some new markets opening up in Africa. We've heard rumors. Ooh, a laggy there. We got a wall breach. I don't know how much we need to rush, because we are definitely losing some dudes. I guess I could group everyone up again and do it that way, too. Did you ever get the tech for better levies of lower amounts? That apparently, I think the one you were talking about was from the last stage, and they did go and change it so that it was the same amount. It was 1%, and they changed it back to 2%, so it was better levies, not lower amount, and we did get that. Now, what we can do is take a look at the research queue now, and then go over to, yeah, this here. Ooh, artillery bonus versus siege. We're going to queue up a bunch of stuff here. Where are the new unit types? Oh, Shield of Faith. Oh, Christian Reformation. Okay, we couldn't see these unique religious ones before, I think, when we were looking around. For a wild game, that's quite nice. Cannon, Grec sections. Okay, there's some units there. There's our cannons. I think we want to get the next level of cannons. And then I'm assuming barracks is the upgrade over the armory, which we don't technically need yet. Korean barracks. Armory, yeah. I guess if you're Korean, you get to start with an early manpower unit. That's kind of neat. Oh, although it does lead to pikemen and heavy lancers. Okay. I'm assuming this is going to be our upgrade from our current infantry, the Landknecht. I suppose maybe what I'll do is I'll focus on the heavy lancers. I know that the cavalry does fall off, but I think it's still decent there. So I'll do that first, then the pikemen. And then we'll swing over here and we'll get the Pistoliers. Oh, then there's a flintlock levy, still at 2%. Yeah. Oh, and then fast negotiation, trade maintenance. Queue this up, and then we'll pick that up for all the new unit types, as far as I know. Some of them we might not have and might not be required. Is Bastion the next tier of fort? I bet you it is. Yeah. Okay. Start with this. I don't think Bastion gives us more fort limit. It's just a higher tier fort, so it's going to be a lot slower to get siege down. But we don't really have that problem yet. We will be getting the Bastion and then upgrading things, but we don't need it yet. Liberation. Oh, yeah. We're de-sieging a location. Yeah, when you have new cannons, you'll need fewer cannons to get the full bonus, which will be +5 instead of +6, which is really nice. This is very Star Warsy music, right? Great, convert, assimilate. A really cool mod I found recently. Wait, for EU5? Slowly expands your known territory based on the amount of trade and friendliness between markets. Oh, that is actually quite cool and realistic. Okay, tool workshop building. We don't have a lot of cash right now, so I'm not going to spend on construction at the moment. All of our army maintenance and stuff is higher. We're also spending more on Diplo. Speaking of Diplo, I've got some points here, but I'm going to want to save it for some peace out possibilities. They're still not willing to white peace yet. I'm just hoping we can go and do a separate peace, a sneaky separate peace out before the war actually ends on its own, which might upset an ally, but might be worthwhile. I don't suspect we'll be able to take much out of it, but it might be worth it to just nibble one extra location, you know? And yeah, if we can rush the military tech, maybe there's like a timing attack against Austria. Okay, integration done. Lovely. You are very much the military dude, so I think you're going to be doing some conversions here. Yeah, stabilize, strengthen, we don't need that. Rebel crackdown. I mean, if we just convert people, that'll be a way to deal with it. So, yeah, let's work on Cologne Bay. There's a lot of people here, and a lot of people need to be converted. One of our least stable areas. Let these go, and then what I might do is rush the siege. I might combine these guys and then go and rush some of the sieging afterwards. We're full on manpower. What I might do actually is bring one of these dudes back into friendly territory so they can replenish themselves. Maybe I'll do that. Damn it, failed tick. Come on, you. Get it. Get it. Get it. Damn it! Oh, one of our generals died. That's because he was really bad at sieging. So we shot him out of a cannon. Into the sun. Speed up. And maybe speed 4. 5 might be a little aggro. I think someone modded their game to increase their speed 5 as well. Alright, so you finished. What I'm going to do is explicitly bring you... It's one of my... No, it's not one of my provinces. Bring you over here. So that you can replenish yourself from our manpower pool, please. There you go. I do think it's a good idea. This whole, like, the reinforcements don't happen in foreign territory. I don't know if it changes later with, you know, different, like, laws or tech. But I think it's entirely reasonable. Well, that was a quick replenishment. Yeah, I don't know. Like, speed 5 I thought was the fastest it could run, but I think there might be a little tiny built-in delay. Now, a lot of times they're still getting that little hitch at 8 a.m., but there might be something else. Dangerous ideas are spreading. Well, I guess I don't have a choice here. Lose some stability, begin a big push towards humanist, which again is where I want to end up. It is going to make it a little harder for us to be converting people right now, though it makes it easier to assimilate. So it's, you know, a mix. You better do it now at 71% there. You're annoying me. Did you enable the setting they added to increase the tick speed? I don't know. Where is it? Gameplay? Maybe? Maximum ticks lead. Maximum of ticks before... Oh, no, that's for multiplayer. First page, maximum tick speed. Oh. Is there no tooltip? Ah. Prioritize CPU usage for tick speed when at maximum game speed instead of keeping smooth frame rate. Ah! When activated, will also make speed 4 act as speed 5 when deactivated. hold on. Some things are happening actually very quickly for some reason. I'm going to put you to full carpet siege mode of everything. We're still on speed 4. This is definitely much faster. This is definitely much faster. And this is still only on speed 4. Okay. Yeah, speed 4 is what 5 was, which, like, yeah, which I get. And then 5 is going to be, like, super mega high ultra speed. Is it too fast? I don't know. Would you be willing to peace? Okay. You are currently... Okay, it is willing to give me quite a lot of land. Now, this is still going to make the antagonism higher. Probably in a manageable way, but definitely higher. So I don't think I want to take too much, but I do want to continue to take along the Rhine here. And that just felt right. Speed 5 with max tick speed. And we're going to do that when now we're at peace. Maybe I can take some war reps. I think it's under here. War reps to Strasbourg. And then some money. And all treaties. Oh, we can get them to revoke cores. I mean, there might be a place where I would prefer it. There we go. We'll do this. Actually, no. This one? It's tiny. There it is. We're going to do that. So they'll revoke some of their cores, which I'm not sure how much of a change it necessarily makes. The bottom tiny left tiny icon. Magnifying glass on paper. Huh? Oh, you're talking about this thing. Oh, someone else is, I think, maybe asking a question. All right. I'm going to send this. Let me do a quick save. Just in case I goofed something up there. But I think it looks good. Okay, let's, can I right-click this, select all? No. That was weirdly laggy. Okay. Let me just send everyone back over here, and then we'll put you on some automated rebel busting again. Okay. I'm gonna go, we're on speed 5, unpause. Oh. Yeah, there's no frame rate smoothing at all, that's for sure. But... that might not be a bad idea, because I would like to advance time. Oh, confessionalism is starting to spread a fair bit. We still have negative money for the moment. I think mostly because we're doing a lot of reinforcements on our army. I don't think everyone's coming yet. Oh my god. Oh! Yeah, see, you're stuck here. I think both these guys are stuck here. So I'm going to do order full retreat. I'm still on 0.7, so they're going to lose 50% of their strength, but there's not much of them. Okay, you know what? I think because our purpose here is to make videos, I'm going to turn off the maximized tick speed. But that is damn impressive. All right, join... I think I'm going to have to put you back on a rebel busting with no training. And I am going to go and... oh, actually, the diplomatic spending is fine. The annexation is still happening. That's good. At least for the moment. I could just stay on speed 4, but I kind of still want the speed 4. I do a lot of running on speed 4 for these videos because it's pretty fast, but not uncontrollably so. And by doing the maximized tick, I lose our current speed 4. Oh, not being integrated. Right. I guess we do need to make sure to work on that. Okay, good military skill. 95, 97. You. Great. And you as well. Go. Okay. You see my message about construction icons? Are you talking about this filter? This map markers? Yes, I did. In the building construction. It's just annoying to me that there's like, I kind of want to amass like hide all markers, like toggle the entirety of them on and off. Because yeah, sometimes it's just getting in the way. All right, money is back positive because we're not paying our military maintenance, which is part of it. We're still got a shortage of paper for construction. This university is taking forever to build. I suppose we're going to get more. Now, this is in Mainz, which is in the Strasbourg market. Yeah, that is where the paper shortage is. So I guess we're going to build more paper workshops. I'm going to control-click to build 5. People keep asking paper and Cologne. Why would I build paper and Cologne right now? We will, but that's not where the shortage is currently. Shortage is in Strasbourg. Now, we could build in Cologne and then trade back and forth, right? Broke off an alliance. Oh, no. We, improve opinion. We get another 45 back doing this, so I guess I'll do that. Now, the Netherlands, we might not continue to make friends with, because really, I think we'll stay friendly with Austria right now, and Netherlands might be becoming a target for us. Right? Plus 130 we can get from Brandenburg, so let's start on that. We might need some new friends. Kingdom of England is back together, more or less. Netherlands does have a great color. Maybe we should play the Netherlands. No, obviously, Strasbourg is best. Strasbourg, bestburg. I wonder if I should just drop the Fugers. Is this what they're paying me? No, that's their tax base, but it's basically nothing. This is what they're paying me. You're just occupying... I mean, you're not really occupying much, because you're tiny. But what are you doing for me? Maybe we should just drop you. Or convert you to something. Like a different type of thingamabob. Hostile pirates. At some point, we're going to know what the ocean is. And we might even build some boats. Pretty far from that still. If you want Orange Strasbourg, you can vassal the Netherlands. I'm going to go with no. How about no, dog? Okay, I think the paper thing is gone. Yeah, the university is done. That's good. And what I might want to do is get some more RGOs. So these are Strasbourg. What is this? Grant export license for nobles. Probably fine. The burgers like me a fair bit. Ooh! Oh, there's some very strong RGOs. Look at the profit on that copper and lead mine. And the wine? Yes, baby. We'll have to do the same here for Cologne. Let's do all the 18s, because 18 is pretty good. We'll probably want to do more than this, but we look at... Oh, it's at the top now. All right. Finally reorganized itself. Oop. And then close this, because I wanted to see this. Oh, yeah, nowhere near as profitable. Okay. Okay, save a little bit of money. Although plus 200 per month now. Of course, some of this is from diplomacy. What are the war reparations? 4 only. And yeah, the Fugers are doing nothing for us. Become the Netherlands. Yes, that's what we're going to do, effectively. Beer! Okay. Now, beer. So, I think we do have some breweries, that they're not valuable. The beer workshops aren't that profitable either. But I don't care. I'm going to build 5. We might not go and build infinite amounts of beer workshops, but we have to have some. Come on. Sure, the demand for beer is high. Yeah, I wonder, actually, you do just provide, it is just beer, just a goods. And I suspect that it horses. Oh, 2 different markets. They want lots of horses. Oh man, yeah, now we got 2 different markets to pay attention to. And again, it is absolutely incorrect that the tooltip is here. 100% this tooltip must belong here. And it's just in the wrong place. The only thing that makes sense, right? So, yeah, it's clearly an error. Fine cloth. Look at how much the burgers are spending on fine cloth. That is their biggest expense by a mile. I mean, it's only a plurality of their expenses still, but wow. We'll take a look to see if Taylor's workshops are profitable. Whiskey and chocolate.
I don't sub because I don't like managing recurring expenses,
Aries.
but your old EU4 vids with Arumba, NL, and Mathis got me into EU4. By far my most played game on Steam. Much love.
That's awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah, we are going a little over time here, but I'm kind of fine with it today. Because they buy purple cloth. Yeah, oh, God, that multiplayer was entertaining. And I do miss hanging out with those guys. In person, too. We had a hoot. They're all great people. You know, it's funny. The Tailors Guild, well, that's in the Durlock specifically, isn't profitable. So your mode here is costing you this. Your income is there. You're losing money. Dies with alum. There's a slight surplus of silk in Strasbourg, so it's not that. Oh, we have... Okay, so we actually have an excess of fine cloth. It's just people are spending so much money on it. So I don't think I really have to respond by building a bunch of tailors' places, unless, of course, they get flagged as ultra profitable or something. Oh, these... Okay, the Catholic Zealots are still building up. 6 locations. I think they used to have more locations. I might be wrong. Maybe the Riparians used to have a lot more. Maybe the Catholics didn't, but I thought the Catholics might have had like 11 or 15 locations for a while. Fixed tooltip location 0.8. Great. We'll definitely be playing on 0.8 next time. Yeah, just Steam didn't auto-run the update for me, which honestly was probably good for us because of the vassal situation. All right, cores, huzzah. Simulation is still happening, but there's progress. I think I'm going to go hit this button so that we can get the increased tech rate. 2.32. Oh, right, because this is just the screen. And then if we let the month cycle, that number should update. There you go, 2.38. Not much of a difference, because it's only an extra 5%. But it's something. And 5% from the base. I still don't like the idea of doing too early, because taking a big stab hit sucks. Stability is really good. The estate satisfaction, pop promotion speed we know is very valuable. I really like running high stability. Yeah, over 200 a month now, and growing. If we take a look at some of our graphs, because graphs are fun. Money go up. Now that's tax base. I would love it. And I don't think there's a similar one for the entire, stay up here. The entire economic base. I don't know if there's a similar place for a graph for the economic base. But tax base go burr. Population continues to rise. Well, we do keep taking more territory, so that's part of it. But to be fair, our prosperity's high everywhere. Still would like to build more hospitals. I wonder if like a higher tier hospital also increases like population growth or something. I mean, it certainly prevents population loss from disease, so it does it, kind of indirectly. You are starving over here. There's not enough food in this province. But you'll move around, hopefully be okay. I think you'll be fine. Boom, boom, boom. I guess I could take a quick gander at the tech here. Okay, first pop conversion speed. Honestly, yeah, we are going to need that fairly soon. Power rejection, rights of the clergy. Maybe trade capacity, colonial maintenance, market attraction, diplomats, tax efficiency is really good. Yeah, and more here. Anything in efficiency is good because it's just extra money. Oh, we can get an extra government reform. Supreme Court. Does have to be built in the capital, yeah. Administrative principles. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. I'm going to queue up this way, so that'll pick up a few things here. And then, yeah, the administrative principles, which is one of our Republic choices. We'll start with that. Oh, an extra cabinet seat. That is incredibly powerful. Lumber output. I mean, there's good stuff. But we have a pretty big queue now. And there's a lot of good stuff in a lot of these categories. Oh, Supreme Court helps with proximity. Oh, that is nice. Is Relic streaming today? No, she's not streaming. Okay, so I'm not as worried about going over because I'm not stepping on her stream. So let's try to make a little bit more progress here. I'm having fun. Today was another one of those down days for me. I'm having a hard time shaking it. Very frustrating. But I'm having a lot of fun right now. So I want to keep this going for a little bit longer. Impromptu 4-hour stream then. I don't think quite that long, but a little bit more. And yeah, we'll want a bunch of the markets in Cologne as well, because we're going to want to make it even more trade impressive. Is it possible to research everything? I don't know, yeah. The game ends at some point. I mean, so without eliminating the end date, can you go and fill everything? Maybe. I mean, the stuff in the earlier ages do get discounted or are just cheaper in the first place. So backfilling is not terrible. Get the money again. I think I might start building some market quarters in Cologne. Although, again, we do get a lot less value out of stuff because of the lack of control and proximity. But yeah, let's build. Wow. Build a few of those and see what happens. $1,000. 90 bucks a month in Cologne right now. Oh, it is queuing up multiples in one. I wonder, Cologne, how many more building slots do you have? I'm wondering if I should start with a construction thing here. So you build a little bit faster. I don't know. Already up to 95 here, and we haven't even finished. Or maybe we did finish the first set of those. International state satisfaction. Toll castle. Oh, I'm fine with getting rid of the toll castles. Yeah. France needs a breathing room. Oh, hey, Burgundy's gone. This Burgundy's still here. But Blue Burgundy is gone. Gray Burgundy's still there. I think Blue Burgundy was a vassal of France. France-Netherlands war is over. Look at this hay nut. This is reminding me of how amoebas attack one another. Annexations. 81, 71. I think that's still on schedule for what we had before. Yeah, okay. I was going to say, next time we have a parliament, maybe we should CB the Netherlands. But I think we actually have to wait a little bit more. Because I think we would really be pushing ourselves into some extreme coalition territory. Maybe you want to optimize coal market for when you assimilate the Netherlands. I mean, that sounds great. What do you mean by that, though? By optimize the clone market? Because sounds good to me. Tell me your ideas. Go speed 5 for a bit. I mean, fine. All right. So, the Bishopric of no longer Strasbourg, who are bitter that we declared independence before the game ever started, have rivaled us. They're just asking for us to come and take their territory, basically. Oh, the coal market get good. Now we're making less money in Cologne because it's so variable. And even less, despite getting our new little markets. By building trade buildings for it. Okay, well that is the plan. We are definitely going to be building more trade buildings in Cologne. That is for sure the idea. And yeah, that'll only get more important when we get the Netherlands. How's our proximity map mode over here? You can see it it is getting so rough. There might be some roads. there. These are pricey, and you know, how much of a difference will it make? I still don't know what the purple means. Solid green, does this mean, maybe this means there's no road? Then what's the difference here? Maybe striped is there's a direct road, but it's not the current tier. Actually, there's no direct road. Maybe it means there's an indirect road. Maybe the purple stripe is there's a direct road, but it's gravel. But no, actually here you can see too, there's not a direct road. And it says, you know, legend key, except it's clearly not. Green nothing, yellow gravel, purple paved. Maybe so purple might be paved, but not the direct connection. Maybe that's what it is. That minus 20 burger satisfaction is a pretty big hit. They'd still be pretty happy. Pastures, you know what? Pastures, well, okay, taking the pasture hit lowers our research rate. Screw it. I like my burgers better. I really want a burger. Maybe I should go out to the grocery store after the stream is done. I got some ground beef last time I was there, but I made a spaghetti bolognese with it, which was delicious. You know, sometimes I think, oh, I'll go out somewhere and get a burger. I can't. Burgers and steaks are now two things that I just cannot see the point of eating out most of the time. I mean, they're still good. They're still fine. And, you know, sometimes that's still what you want and you do it. But it's like, I can do it so much better at home and for cheaper. Right? It's like the opposite of sushi. I can, and I have made my own sushi at home. You know, sushi, like the maku rolls and all these different things like that. It's so much goddamn work and not better. In fact, the rice is just distinctly worse when I do it. I like rice and I like making good rice. But sushi rice is tricky to do on your own. And it's like, no, that doesn't work. But those two things... It's so expensive to have out at a restaurant. Even fast food these days, it's so expensive. And it's trash compared to at home. Okay. You're done. You have great military skill. So probably we put you back on conversion, I think. You got 69% Lex Lutherism, which is nice, but we still need some work. Let's sort by amount numbers and then clone. There we go. High population. Yeah, that's right. And do that. And I do my burgers in two different styles. Oop. Disloyal while annexing, so we need to just boost our Diplo spending. Interesting that we were able to do it for so long without spending any. I do two styles. Either I do the smash burger kind of style, in which case the burger is just ground beef. Just ground beef in a ball, smash it in the pan, hitting with some seasoning salt on top, flip it over, done. Slice of cheese maybe. And a lot of times when I do it that way, it's literally just the patty in a bun. It's like when I want it to be like the beef forward. And then the other way I do it is like the sort of gourmet style way. It's like I take my ground beef and I'm putting in various herbs and spices. Some mustard's really good there. A lot of times I'll put in a little bit of like a pickle relish in there as well, sort of mix it up. Breadcrumbs and an egg, so we get binder elements, and the breadcrumbs are there to like help keep in the moisture. You can choose to do a little splash of milk, sort of like when you're doing like meatloaf or meatballs as well, just to really keep that moisture in. And then those kinds, I'm not doing the smash burger style. I'm doing sort of a thick patty kind of thing. And a lot of times when I'm doing that, I'm doing like the sort of more elaborate burger, partially because the burgers tend to be thicker. Then it can support extra condiments, you know, lettuce, tomato, pickles, onions, whatever. And so yeah, I like both options, which are sort of both extremes. Thank you for a bunch of prestige. That is great. When you make it fancy, try mixing in some chorizo. Ooh. I have done it with some chopped up bacon in there before. What do you get for maxing out your culture slider? So it is helping the prestige. I mean, a prestige is decaying, but it's staying up. And the culture slider, well, it is getting more expensive now, to be fair. Maybe... I mean, I don't really need the money, and it's actually not making that much of a difference. Maybe I'm going to give up on the culture investment. Because we're paying all of our various artists. I guess that's it. Hold on. It's not only are we getting prestige, we are also paying the artist, which presumably is generating the art pieces. Prestige feels useless in the game. A lot for most of the game I was running and I didn't care about it. The reason I started to care for the prestige is because it did boost market attraction. I think I can probably survive without the market attraction boost from prestige at this point. So you know what? I'm going to tank the culture investment. And then it was the same thing with the Imperial Treasury contribution. And you know what? I'm going to go and start denying that too. It was basically nothing, but what the hell? What are we going to do with the Parliament? We're not going to do a war declaration because people are still... I mean, a lot of it's probably gone away. Okay, other than a couple people who are going to hate me regardless. I suppose, okay, the Netherlands, we still have all kinds of relationship with the Netherlands, right? Yeah, we still have the alliance with them. But it's what I want. What else might I do? I mean, we could see about Austria. I'm assuming if I break an alliance, I'll probably get like a year-long truce or something. I could break the alliance now. Take Landau, yeah, but we'd be fighting Austria. Well, I was gonna say for one location, but that's not entirely true. There's probably more. First of all, we could also go for Zweibrücken here, which means what? Two rivers, two brooks. Is that it? And Landau. No, because only one of them would join the war. Because they're just free cities. But Strasbourg here is a vassal of Austria, so they would join the war, which means I would be able to siege them out and take their shit. Oh, is Bohemia emperor again? Oh, maybe. They are. Which means not declaring war on, say, Landau, for example. Unless we want to fight Bohemia, which... Wait. Oh, it's Saxony. Just loaded this up. Oh, that is Saxony. I went too quick. Bohemia would actually be like, fine, I'm not emperor? Huh. How do I feel about... I don't think this is worthwhile. Like, we'd be fighting this war for Landau, and that would be it. Oh, Berg. Hold on. Oh, we'd also take Berg. Where's... Valkenburg? I don't think we'd take because it would be isolated. Hansa? Hansa's got some stuff that is compelling. Huh. I mean, that would make much sexier borders. Let's do it. We've been wanting Landau for ages on the basis that thing right there. Oh, Hansa doesn't have land. Right, they're just one of the banking groups. Okay. Still. Honestly, it's not the most brilliant war. Like, we are going to get some things out of it. Fuck it. Let's do it. It is a war of we want to clean up our borders some more. Ooh, paved road... Oh, no, we did this because it would push towards centralization, which we don't currently need. Just completes a couple of RGOs for us, which might be worth it. Or I could just let it fail. Tell you what, let me run this now. And we have to do something. Lose artisan guilds. Why do we want to lose artisan guilds? Like, it would lower local burger power, but I like the production efficiency. Address burger mansion complaints. Get rid of the burger mansions. This seems fine. Burgers will get salty. Like, doubly so. But these don't do anything for us. Right now we have a central council, efficiency of cabinet, which I like. Okay, I mean, we are very pro-centralization, but honestly, like, this would be fine. This wouldn't actually decay our centralization because we still have more things pushing us towards it. The 5% proximity cost discount everywhere, I do like. Efficiency of cabinet's really good. But actually, so okay, we would lose more of the centralization slider because we're currently pushing towards it. We'd be pushing the other way, but I think it's fine. Eliminating the progress towards aristocracy is fine. I do like the efficiency of cabinet. Union of other autonomous, maybe. Federate Union's great. I think I like it. Wait, that's not the one I also like this. I also like the getting rid of those burger mansions. I think I do like this. I don't need it for the war deck anymore. I think I'm going to do it. For the discounted stability cost. Okay, we're going to fabricate a CB. And our CB is on Landau. On the basis that they are there. And it's screwing up our name placement. And that is unacceptable. I could push more to finish this. I don't think that's what we're going to go for. Okay. Address complaints is my favorite request. I always take all of them and make my estates weaker. I see what you're saying. I mean, the artisan guilds do increase burger power. I like the production efficiency on this one. Right? Like, the artisan guild buildings aren't the worst. But you're not wrong about taking their power away. Still wouldn't get us to law placement. We have to run some more. And burgers are the least bad one. They're also, like, on brand for us. And the power's already down to 23%. Actually, the patricians have gone up because 9%. Well, it's kind of think things are getting spread out. No, we did lose some crown power, probably as we expanded our territory. Okay. Did I do the safety save? In case I misclick. Declare war in the wrong place? Yeah, okay. Landau. Declare war. Oh. Well, they wouldn't actually jump in. They don't want any land. I like that. Okay, well, we'll just do this. I think we're still going to smash. I don't have a diplomat. Oh, max spending really quickly. Integration done. You've got a good mix of everything. And you're one of our high admin people. Although, yeah, unless I'm doing the control, which I don't think I will. I think I'm going to do the convert. Because we actually don't have that many diplomatic people. Oh, wait, converting is war. I mean, assimilate? Working on Cologne. Getting up to one whole diplomat, please. Oh, let me preemptively boost my army and fort maintenance. Start to run a deficit. Roads are a go, which is still fine. There's my one diplomat. Oh, I should get my army in position. Should have done that already. What's this? Oh, that's one of those combo sounds. Hey, Landau! We've wanted your land for a very long time. You were willing a second ago. Why are you grayed out now? I'm confused. There's no X. We've seen this before, and I don't know why that's happening. We should still be fine. But I don't know why this happens. They clearly have more positive, and it's not an X, it's just grayed out. Oh well. You have a truce? Well, not with Wurzburg. They're my ally. I'm trying to bring them in. Well, maybe Wurzburg has a truce? I don't think that was there before, though. Do I want to bring up my peasants for this one? I'm actually not sure that I need it. What I'm going to do is I will do the rush here on the siege. There we go. Oh, I think we got some prisoners. Just attach the army is fine. Move over here for a tick. We'll give you a reinforcement at the end of the month. Although you really don't need it. So you could get a tick if you're inside my borders when the month goes, but no. Insta-stack wipe. Rush. Success. Someone is going to have to go and take Offenbach at some point. Do I want to rush straight for, like, the important Saxon places, maybe? Go and sack their capitals and whatnot. I think that's their capital here with the gold. Yeah. This is Messen? I'm not familiar with that name. That is quite the walk. I'll do it anyway. Meissen. Okay. Oh, I can bring down my diplomatic spending. Let's just make sure... There we go. Some amount of loyalty is still there. Is it just the Fugers? Yeah, that's fine. Do I have no morale? Am I losing morale? Is this the out of supply thing? And we've got food. Where do we see... I mean, it's unit weight, it might be. There's the food supply over here, which is totally fine. Well, 0 months. Long walk loses morale. Is it while it's moving, right? And then you park and then it replenishes itself? Yeah, that is. Okay, while you move, you lose morale, which I actually think is an excellent mechanic. Where's it going? Right here. I walk, I also lose morale, yeah. You know, I think it's too far. We're going to get food shortages and stuff. It's going to be an issue. All right, change of plans. Well, you're there. I think. There you go. And there's no actual fortress. Issue failed is fine. We're letting that happen. I'm wondering about raising my peasants to do some carpet sieging. And I probably don't need this mega stack. I was kind of worried about being so far away. Wow! Now controls. The garrison were allowed to march out. Following works of art were destroyed. The following works of art were captured. Okay. This is what you get for not having a fortress in your capital, dude. All right, I'm going to split this into 2 stacks. Or do I just go into carpet siege? I mean, they still have some armies going around, but how many, really? Carpet siege is pretty greedy.
There's a new subscriber.
Carpet siege this area. We could also look for a woo. Okay, I was gonna say we could also look for a very early peace out. Yeah, so they still have a big stack going on. Now that might be a big peasant stack, of course. Okay, meet up here. We'll siege that, and then I'll sort of make my way back. Rebalance. Order assault. Ooh, there's a lot of people in this one. Oh, there's more artwork and stuff there. Jeez. And let's do this one. Again, kind of on our way back. And then these are province capitals, so it's auto-sieging the rest of these bits. Can we end up vassalizing Saxony? What does that mean for the HRE? Other than being hilarious. Okay, that's a lot of dudes. Oh, and it didn't actually succeed at all this time. Okay. Vassals are getting involved in things. Catholic zealots aren't, nearly about to pop. Court dissidents. I don't want the patricians getting cranky right now, so. States shaped the line. We get a wall breach? We did. Still likely to fail the assault, huh? Let me do the shift consolidate. I think we have a lot of weakened stacks. Ooh, you're running over there. I think we might just let this one finish and then go and attack these guys. You gonna get lucky? 7%? Nope. Like no one in the center? In our center? In terms of raw numbers, you're right. I guess we'll do a balance. And there was a lot of units there, but they may have all been artillery or something. Because we don't have our new tier of units yet. I'm sure they don't either. Because I think we were pretty aggressive at getting the institutions. Come on. Ah. Oh, you're moving. So much for our plan. Maybe this one? Ooh. Oh! Alright. Our vassals are doing the job. Excellent. 49% war score now. Go. 50%. They put us on auto hunt. Okay, so we got this fully sieged. This is fully sieged. Some block area sieging. Okay, let me go to Nordhausen, which means Northhausen. Do you like my language skills? Yeah, we could break up Saxony, which might be highly worthwhile. Still assuming a wall breach improves our assault odds, but I don't know the mechanics in this yet. In EU4, there'd be a lot of, I would wait until we get a breach and then we'd assault. Because assaulting before there was a breach was real bad. University Spare. That seems like a great idea. 15 research progress? That's like a lot of research progress. We're getting 2 and change over here. That's a lot of research progress. We might take out a loan temporarily, but that's okay. There's dessert. Still no breach. All right, at this point, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of money, but spending money to buy research doesn't seem like a terrible thing, especially since even at war, we're making a huge profit right now. Still no wall breach. At this point, we're just going to finish this. Ooh, West Africa coastline is now visible. Look at this. The world is starting to appear. Just like that. Oh, hello, you. Ah, would have been nice to get it there. I think we're going to win because our allies are the defenders in this area. Yep, so you get the terrain advantage. Lovely. Done. I don't think there's any... You know what? We're going to go for the carpet siege now. I think most of the big things have hopefully been smashed. I'm going to say... Okay, I'll localize the carpet siege a little bit. Is it shift for entire... Yeah. Let's start with this. Don't spread out too much. And after this war ends, I think we'll stop the stream. France expands their claims. Line, more claims. Okay. A little jealous. I do like the colonial game. Ooh, that's been a little caught out. And that. I like how our carpet siege is a bunch of groups of like a couple hundred dudes, and then this. Although to be fair, that is actually sieging an actual fortress. Done. I think they might be done the carpet siege. Okay, you're gonna win that, which is fine. Let's see if I can catch these guys just to stomp them, then we'll give you another command. Oh, we're at 100%? God damn. May have been for a little while now. Oh, there we go. I was like, why is there nothing in the list? Well, obviously we take land now. And these little bits. I'm going to deselect that because it's non-contiguous. Wait. That's owned by us already? Oh, it is. Interesting. Maybe we should work to connect. If I take... slightly too much. I could drop this. It's been owned by a vassal or different, yeah. I mean, this is fine. Now, the alternative is some crazy, goofy stuff. Shut down Hanseatic stuff. Dismantle forts. Saxony is too big to vassalize. Some of these others we could, but I don't think we're looking for that right now. All right, let's do this. Take some land, including that. Boom. Send our troops home if they can. I think they're all moving. Coalition disbanded. No suitable leader. Oh, probably because of a truce. I'm sure a new one's about to pop in, though. Don't you worry. All right. Deload. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, converting. We need to flip over. What's the integrate action? Military. Okay, and you do have a 92. Good. Well, we're going to need everyone doing some assimilations. Or some integrations. This one here is the lowest population, so I'll send a low skill person to it. You're already integrating. At this point, we're actually winning wars too fast. Funny thing to say. But we're not finishing our previous integrations before we take more territory. Ah, such a shame. We're doing too well, you guys. All right, I think it's a good place to wrap it up. Money is still good. We're definitely going to be building some more things soon. I clearly am going to have to do some more road expansion soon, a few more basic buildings. Weirdly continuing to climb super fast on manpower, which, I mean, is not a terrible problem to have, and we can just go and build our military some more. Did you miss a cabinet member tech F5 slots in my game? I have one queued up. I guess we could take a look through the other... So I have this. It could also depend on... Okay, so that's everything with the word cabinet in this first era. We already have permanent cabinet. There could be something else that's doing it. Cabinet laws. Could be different government types. Yeah, we have that. And then there's nothing else in here. It doesn't scroll. Nope. And then Age of Reformation, we do have... Is it? There was definitely a cabinet limit thing in here. I mean, first of all, I am going to want that. So add in the queue. Ooh, that is deep in the queue. Oh, early modern administration. Yeah, I have that queued. for the cabinet seats. I guess I could reorganize and prioritize, but problem is everything we want, everything we have is really good. Like, I really, before the next big war, I want all of our military unit upgrades. I could probably live without barracks, but all the unit upgrades are key. More unit upgrades. More money, yeah. But it is in there. Although I am happy we found the cabinet efficiency, because that is a really good value. Any of the efficiencies things are just incredibly good for making more money or just generally accelerating everything. All right, we'll put a pause in here. Population went up a little bit more. Our game of we're going to stay small. Hey, we're up to number 25 in our power here. Is there another tier? Like, this great power is like the top 8. Is there like a sort of great power? Is there a kind of important power in like the top 16 or something? Or is it just normal power until you get to great? You zoom out and if you're still small. That's right. See, we're still a small nation. It's fine. I think our name placement has improved. Once we integrate Lorraine, it'll get even better. But then Zweibrücken, this place here, they're going to have to get eaten at some point, obviously, just to clean things up. You know, unacceptable. And then I'd still like to push north. At some point, I mean, I'm assuming at some point we might end up with conflict with the Netherlands in general. How likely are you? And I assume the answer is... Is it filtered subject action? Did I not click this? Yeah, you are super unwilling. Super unwilling, yeah. Which, fair. All right, we're going to wrap it up here for today. There we go, almost 3 hours. Feels good. Saturday, we're back with more RimWorld, the Bloodkin run, which has been amazing. And I think the very nature of the setup of the RimWorld Bloodkin run is going to invite chaos and stupid. And I think that's a wonderful thing. So I'm really looking forward to that. I unfortunately do not have a news tower video for today. And I hopefully will sit down and record some tomorrow. And yeah, for everyone who's waiting for my Bloodlines 2, I'm desperate to finish it. And I think it is just going to be, I'm going to sit down and do some binging at some point on some day. And I just got to pick a day to do it. We'll see. Are you Kingdom yet? No. Although, ooh, an interesting point is how close are we to Lotharingia? Okay, so we're getting there. We got 23 more that we're going to have to take. And mostly, we can get a little bit from Münster. We could get a little bit from France or Hainaut over here. But really, ultimately, if we want to form this, it'd be sad, though, because we would no longer be Strasbourg. But as per what I always say, if you've got an opportunity to hit a button, you hit the button. So, yeah. And at some point, I don't know, Germany? While staying a republic? I don't know. But I'll see you on Saturday for some RimWorld. Bye-bye, everyone.